Yeah, I don't think I'll vaccinate my kids. I don't see the reason why.
This is the anti-vaccination podcast. We're going
And with that, this is episode 34 of the Noahidols podcast.
Paul Pierce.
Stop! Jackie Robinson podcast. I done told you.
Yeah, but this
He's
podcast
34.
is about the truth.
Or 43.
Yeah, he's 42.
Wow.
Get real.
Or 42.
I have a Jackie Robinson jersey upstairs. Get real.
Wow.
So you're
Not you.
But
yeah,
why would you
egg
do
on your face? Egg on your face.
The thing that we can say about him is he's just gonna edit that out.
No, you ain't, because he got all
Nah, I'll leave him in there.
Hey,
Why would you put Paul Pierce?
34.
Why wouldn't he?
Priest Holmes.
Because
Ooh.
Paul Pierce's legacy never fell off.
No, it
Yeah,
didn't.
it
Get
has.
real.
Ever since he started commentating and saying stupid stuff.
Get real.
I mean, that was 2 years ago, but people started putting.
Never better 34.
This year.
Shaq.
Shaq was 34.
32.
He was 34.
No, with the Miami Heat.
No, he's 34 with the Magic or something.
Yeah,
No.
he was definitely 34.
No,
At one
34
point.
At one point, he was 34 and then 36.
I remember it.
Guys, he was not. He might have been 36 like the Suns and shit. Good Shaq. Good Shaq was not no
That's
34.
bull crap. I don't want to give it to Paul Pierce.
What is your hate with
Right.
these type of people?
Paul Pierce?
You hate talented people. That's the thing. You like mainstream people. You like people like Dwayne Wade.
What?
LeBron James.
Who even says something like that?
You like
Who compares Dwayne Wade to Paul Pierce?
They live.
Paul Pierce?
They live. That was a big thing.
You got a point, actually. Yeah, you're right. That's my point. With people like Paul Pierce.
All right, but enough. We don't care about Paul Pierce.
Yeah, anyway, this is Joe.
Facts.
My man right here, Troublesome.
Facts.
And our boy right here, your Lord of the Lips.
And Harry fucking
And Harry
Green.
Green.
Man.
Harry Green.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.
Name a better
Appreciate
34.
y'all. My
You
sports
can't,
knowledge is
Paul,
piss
man.
poor,
That's
bro.
bullcrap. That's
What,
bullcrap.
did you used to be big in sports?
Yeah, I did.
We play on the same team. Oh, no, you played on Orange.
Well, why do you think you fell off?
You was on
From
you was
sports?
on the Broncos Orange.
Because of like, bro, once I think it didn't start happening until a couple years ago though, bro, and I just like started realizing like how much like of a waste of the knowledge it is. You get what I'm saying? Like
It
I
really
feel like
kinda is.
it's not like very beneficial knowledge to know all the shit about all these players, where they played, who they came from. You know what I'm saying? Like I figured out this.
Hey, nah, I mean, you're. I
Put
mean,
that knowledge on the earth.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Cause I know a lot about just NBA and NFL and just all that. And if I had it,
Right.
Right. How far
Right.
is the sun away from the moon?
I would. I couldn't.
And there's like so much stuff that y'all
You're
know. Y'all
amazing.
can even probably go into like coaches, where they coached at, stuff like that. Like, bruh, I'm exhausted after we talk about who starts.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We're going past what I know after that.
Gio?
Oh, we don't give a fuck about all that. Let's get to the good stuff. Web pages.
Web pages. Yes,
We've
sir.
been hearing a lot about web pages.
Well, one real quick. I want to know how.
Mickey Mantle.
I want to know how. Did
Fuck
you
your
expect
auntie.
to get that much love? Cause you was like low key. I remember like I knew you rapped. Obviously, 'cause I'd be around you all the time. But like motherfuckers didn't really know like you
Nah,
rapped
nobody
and
knew.
shit. I didn't even like when you told me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You got some shit. I'm like, damn, for real, it's you. So
Yeah.
like, how'd you when you first had, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got a lot of plays. You had a lot of love when you first
Yeah,
dropped it.
yeah.
Did you expect that or?
Nah, I don't think you can really expect that for real. But I mean, I kind of figured, you know, my niggas was going to tune in. You get what I'm saying? But as far as like the other people, and then like even like Holden been showing me
Holden
shit
fucks
where
with the hard.
right, and there's been people who've been
Yeah, he-
hitting
it's
Holden
like,
up and stuff like.
yeah. Yep.
That stuff been like blowing my mind. And then like, you know, I like how my niggas just hit me up and like ask me shit like about the web pages, like what'd you say in there? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That shit, I fuck with that heavy.
I know it is kind of crazy. Even when, so who was? I'm sure you've heard someone who's listened to your music who you just didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
When we be seeing, like, when we see people who watch our podcast, when people come to us all the time, like the Noahidols or something like that, we're like,
Right.
you watch the Noahidols? Like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I be thinking like, what?
Yeah, that should be happening, bro. For
Yeah.
sure.
But them are the best moments though.
Yeah.
Them is like, damn, that's crazy that you out here know about the podcast or you know,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Bro, my neighbor, his son is like my number one fan, bro.
For real?
I swear, bro. He knows like all my songs word for word. He be commenting on my stuff.
That's clean.
Yeah. Little like
But
10,
also
11-year-old. Like
Nah, that's clean.
he said also corny.
You think
Also annoying. So.
Oh, annoying, yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I can see why you say that, but it ain't really.
Nah, when
I don't
you-
find it.
Because you be like, nigga, I ain't even all that for real. Stop gassing me.
Because when he first heard my music, he came outside like, "Are you famous?"
Right.
Hey, the little kids are so gullible.
I know.
Bruh.
Don't tell nobody.
Right.
Yeah, he came outside like, "Are you famous?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "I think you are."
Hey, I'm messing little kids
Yeah,
like
little
that.
kid,
Yo.
yeah.
It make you
That's
feel
tough.
good.
I know.
Yeah,
I think you are. It's like, oh, you my little hoe.
You're better than Lil Wayne.
Right,
Yeah.
I don't know about all that, but yeah.
Maybe holler at him every day
Okay,
though. What's up, my
bro.
dude?
Right.
Like, yeah, you my guy.
Hey, little kids.
Now,
like
have you heard the song "Sacrifices" by J. Cole?
No, Not from the top of my head. I probably have though, because I fuck with Cole. But
Okay, yeah, you should hear that. And
Top
then,
3 co-verses.
Well,
Cause
back to web pages.
Well, damn.
Man.
Well, because I interrupted the first time, so I wanted to.
Right,
But I think
was,
he was going somewhere.
I was going somewhere with web pages. I was going to say I think the concept behind web pages is sort of
Funny.
J. Cole got that song called Sacrifices, and he tweeted it like about a year ago or like 2 years ago before it had came out. It came out last year, and he tweeted that he just wrote a verse that made him cry.
Yeah.
oh, word.
Yeah, and I'm wondering like, so did you like the concept behind web pages? Like you was like steer me. You was writing it, and then like it was just so emotional that.
Nah, it actually came from me reading. I was reading the Quran, and like, bro, sometimes I would be reading it, like stuff be like the way that
So
they would relate
potent.
to you. You know what I'm saying? Just be like mind blown. Like, oh,
Right.
stop. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop reading. Just think about it for a minute. And that was basically what it was about. Like
Especially the
reading
timing.
it, the timing and all that, bro. And then like it was just about me reading it, and then like how
How'd you get with Islam?
ugh, that's a long story, bro.
By the way, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Stephen a little bit how you got into it,
You don't
but,
get to tell me anything.
But it's I want you to tell it because it's a clean story.
But you know, like it's like a multifaceted thing. Like there's multiple things that led me to Islam and like lead you to where you at in life. Period.
Right.
So like my background coming from like I was brought up in a Christian household.
Right.
My mother is Christian. My grandparents are Christian. But you know, growing up, like I had a bunch of questions that I felt weren't getting answered. You feel me? And then like it was like the people who I was going to the church with and stuff. It was like I was nothing like them. You feel me? Like
Right.
I was just in there as like the sore thumb kind of guy.
Right.
And wasn't none of my questions getting answered. So like, you know, around like being a teen, I left it. I left Christianity and I became like an atheist though. I was whole
Like low key
you
fucked up.
couldn't, you couldn't tell me there was
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
That all was a hoax. Like everybody's being tricked, bamboozled. That's what I was on.
Hoodwinked.
Yeah, I'm like, oh
Led
yeah,
astray.
y'all all getting
Run 'em
tricked.
up.
Like y'all gonna keep
You gotta
giving
finish
you know what I
it.
mean? You gonna keep giving them that money and that
Right.
yeah, y'all got it. But then after the teenager, I became an atheist. You know, I went through a whole lot of stuff in life.
Do you think? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you was really atheist, or do you think you was like agnostic?
See, at that point, I was atheist because I understand the difference. Because later, I ended up becoming agnostic after I read this book, The Celestine Prophecy. I became agnostic.
What's it called?
The Celestine
The
Prophecy.
Celestine Prophecy.
Yeah, it's a dope book, man. But it's like focuses on energy though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's what kind of got me in tune with like, we ain't really nothing but like a source of energy. All you're gonna do is take it in or give it out. That's all you
Right.
can do all day long.
Yeah.
So then it kind of
Or
like once
beans.
I got in tune with that, you know what I'm saying, and started actually implementing that into my life, and I started seeing it more. First off, I didn't just jump into Islam though. That wasn't
Right.
it. Like my father, he'd been doing Ramadan for like 10 years, but
Mhm.
wasn't even no Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why are you doing Ramadan, bro? You're not no Muslim.
Like, was he? He was just not committed fully to Islam.
He was messing around with the nation, but he
Right.
was with a white girl.
Right. Right.
So he couldn't get in it how he wanted to get
Right.
in it. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted his ex and all that.
Right. Yeah.
But he couldn't get into it like he wanted to get into it due to his, you know, relationship
yeah.
things. Yeah. So.
But he had nation ties. He was
yeah,
already involved with the
he know
nation.
your dad and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like so he been hip to the stuff, you know, for years and years. But he did Ramadan for like 10 years. But it was a few years ago. I was wondering like, what do diabetics do for Ramadan? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm diabetic, so I'm like, there was like 16 hours fast. I'm like,
Right, I can't
ain't
do
no
that.
way I'm fasting
Right.
16 hours. It's
Right.
chalk, like not water.
Yeah.
There's no way. So I started looking into it and I found out the rules about like how like pregnant women don't have to fast. If you have like
Yeah.
an illness, you don't have to fast. You're breastfeeding, you don't have to fast. You're on your menstrual, you don't have to fast.
Mm-hmm.
So as I started learning that, you know what I mean, I started just like learning different things about it. But I ended up writing these questions, bro. And I had a notebook and I filled up like one page, the back side of the page, and the whole other side of another page, which is probably like 90 questions if there's like 30 lines on a page. It was a lot of questions, bro. And I knew couldn't nobody answer them.
Right.
I'm like, hey,
right. I'm about to get this to him. Ain't
What? Nobody's answered these questions my whole life.
Right.
I'm like, nobody's answered these, bro. And it took me months to come up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is months of me looking into this. And then I ended up going up to the mosque, though, on Ramadan one day. I had gotten to this bad argument with the girl I was with at the time. Yeah, man, she was a good one. Possibility. But got to a bad argument with her, and then I'm like, man, I'm gonna go up there and see what they talking about. So I go up there, bruh, and I go to the imam, like the head of the masjid. I go in there, and I'm like, hey, I got these questions, like I'm trying to talk to you. But I'm thinking he gonna talk to me. He just like he redirected me to this white dude who was sitting outside, and I'm like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he full blown.
Your power was like, oh,
Bro, I'm like, this.
Here we go.
He full blown in the thobe. You know the dude who I went to talk to. He got the big beard, the thobe. He got the poopy. I'm like, oh yeah, you the one I need to talk to.
If anybody can answer this, it's you.
He took me outside to somebody. He from out, bro. The white dude from Alabama, bro, got the twang in his voice. Like, I'm like, oh, bro. White dude answer every question on the page, bro. I swear to God, I talked to him for like 5 hours, bro. He answered every question on the page.
Just like that.
Bro.
Wow.
You think that had to be God?
I took my shahada right then and there.
Yeah.
I said, bro, you answered every question I had. I took my shahada, but I told him, though, like, bro, if I find something wrong with this, I'm going to be out of here as quick as I got in it. Believe that.
How long ago was that? It was like a couple years
2
now,
years coming up, yeah. It'll be
That's
2 years this
crazy.
month.
What did like fast Ramadan and like what did that type of discipline teach you?
Hey, man, that's
Like-
heavy.
Like
It's heavy.
because it's meant for obviously teaching discipline, but you're supposed to be able to apply it to everyday life.
Yeah,
Like how do you apply?
For sure. Well, first, when I first became a Muslim, it was in Ramadan, and I was having problems praying, bro. I wasn't praying all the time, you feel me? Like, that was a hard thing to do, praying 5 times a day. For me, coming from what I was doing, you feel what I'm saying? Because to me, even when I became Muslim, I would pray 2 or 3 times a day. I'm like,
Right.
that's better than what it was, you feel me? Like, I'm doing good.
What else do you want me to ask?
Like,
Right.
I'm coming up, you
I
know
don't
what
got
I mean?
nothing else to say to you, dude.
So, but you know, as you keep going though, bro, eventually like you end up wanting to
You
do
gotta
those.
say you want
like,
more and more.
Well,
like,
yeah,
you
because it
want
becomes the more and more you pray, especially when you're in a regimen of doing it, like a routine, the less it becomes about asking for stuff, and it becomes like a conversation.
Yeah.
To where like you start yearning for just getting in your head and like talking to God for real. So you don't even be asking. Like I ain't trying to act like I'm anything, but like when I be praying, sometimes I'm conscious with myself to make sure I'm not asking for anything. I be like, God, I'm coming to you. I'm not asking for nothing.
Me too.
I don't want nothing.
Me too. I do that. I do that regularly too, just out of not trying to be selfish.
Yeah, I'll be like, this ain't about.
Yep. I'll have prayers at night. Even though I only pray really 1 time a day, which I really should pray a lot more. But when if I'm conscious about it, I'll think. I say, you know what? I'll have a prayer where I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'll just thank you for just in my brain 5 minutes, but I don't ask for nothing because if you asking for shit, sometimes it feels like
and he's not a genie.
right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
No, that ain't how that works.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and you even
Motherfuckers, but I need this. I want this. I want that. God,
give me this, I promise I'll do
right? Can you
this.
make this happen for me? No, he'd be thinking like, go make it happen. Like,
You know how many
what are you
pregnancy
talking
scares I
about?
had? I'm
Yeah.
like, God, look, I promise. If
And
he's
I
not
say
pregnant,
there used to be this
I'm
thing,
going to church on Sunday.
like God
Bruh,
has like
you
a
17 years over and you're back.
he has like
Yeah.
a secretary,
sure.
like
Oh,
secretary
yeah.
that handle his
Oh,
prayer
my
requests.
God.
They be sending it up to God, like all his prayers. Can you imagine how many of the prayer requests God gets? He probably got a team full of secretaries handling all the prayer requests, sending it up to God. And he's like, oh my God, why are you asking for this shit?
Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
Remember he had like that building, had like all the
prayers. Yeah, that shit's funny. But nah, like how do you apply Ramadan to your everyday life?
Well, I mean, I think Ramadan is its own thing. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that-
say that I apply it to my life, but the discipline that you gain in Ramadan
Yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely something that I apply to my life. And like,
Gets that sex demon out of you.
big fact.
Oh, so you can't have sex in Ramadan? Can you have sex like
Yes,
outside
but
the
if you're
house?
married, you can have sex with your wife at night.
Yeah, it like everything has to be done when the sun's down, but
Right. If you're single,
but
you're
yeah,
not
nah.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So there's that.
I mean, it makes sense because I know you're not really supposed to have like any like pleasure or any.
Yeah,
that's
all
the point of it,
all those
so-
type of energies and stuff that like you do on a day to day basis.
Yeah.
You're trying to hone it in,
Yeah.
and it's correct me if I'm wrong too, that a lot of Ramadan is because like our beliefs maybe it's centered in the same thing, but
Different.
our
yeah.
teachings may be a little bit different. That a lot of not a lot of Ramadan, but part of Ramadan and that discipline is teaching you for like trying times and trials and tribulations for the end of the world and stuff like that.
Big fact.
The more and more you train your body like you do, the more and more you're fit to survive when God sends the plagues out and stuff like that. And there's famine and shit like that, and coronavirus. You know, the people that's been in Ramadan is supposed to be able to survive. Yeah, it's like, you know.
Like, people don't understand how.
Yeah.
And people really have fasting's a discipline, but fasting's single-handedly the best thing you can do for your body.
Yeah,
And health.
yeah.
I mean,
It gets you right on course
People-
to what your body should.
like
I mean,
people do it regularly, fast for 21 days.
Yeah. And then
I mean, there's different fasts.
yeah,
I've done juice fast,
everybody fast. I mean, not everybody. A lot of people fast.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like strict water fast, 21-day water fast. You'll feel as good as ever. Because your body has, I mean, our body has so much storage and fat and nutrients and stuff that we need already in our body that it would use and burn off. So, but yeah, I didn't know that. But real quick, do you know why it's this around this time? Why they put Ramadan around this time?
Well, Ramadan
Like in
moves.
May, or-
It's not around this time every year.
It moves around.
It's based off the lunar
It's-
cycle. It
yeah, I was
moves
about to say
like
it's based on-
15 days every year. It moves back 15 days.
Oh, okay. Okay. So next year it'll be, when did it start this year?
The 23rd
Of April. So it'll be like beginning April
The 8th or
13.
something.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I know my dad be crushed around these times.
Does he? And the
'Cause
long ones, I can't even imagine.
Or like when it be like death smack, bro. Like when it be hot out, because he be doing construction.
Yeah.
And
Bruh.
he don't drink. He don't
Bruh,
eat.
that's what got me looking into it, bro. Because my dad, he work in a warehouse, but he go to work at 4 in the morning and get off at 3 in the afternoon. So like, he at work before he has to stop eating type. You know what I mean? So he's eating while he starts his day at work. But he'll come home at 4, get off at 4, been in the hot warehouse all day, come home, cut the grass, work out, then break fast. I'll be like, you are tripping.
I
Like,
know.
you don't go sit down. It's 16 hours.
my
That
dad
was
be-
16 hour
my dad
fast
be-
at this
But
time.
ain't
Yeah,
that
my dad
funny?
be drenched.
Ain't that funny how words are so like intricate? How breakfast is
Break
literally
fast.
Break fast, yeah.
When I first started learning about what fasting and everything can do, it's
Didn't you say that? You was at my crib and said that not too long ago, bro.
Did
Blew
I?
my-
I probably did.
Blew my mind. I was thinking like,
I probably
fast,
it's
break.
breaking fast.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's literally all it is. In the morning time, you're really not supposed to eat in the morning time, to be real. But that's what but it is. You're breaking your fucking fast.
Right.
Your body's supposed to be fasting during these hours, and you're breaking it.
yeah.
that
Like when
the
you're
thing?
asleep, you're not eating nothing, so you're
Right.
fasting.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope.
Definitely dope.
Yeah, man.
So, we'll save some of that. You want lighter topics right now?
The topic I have is not light. So
What's your topic?
we didn't say rest in peace to Ahmad Arbery.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Or if is that even how you say his name?
Oh, okay, bro, I got shot, but I
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
somebody,
Yeah, man, rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, fast. Rest in peace.
We don't even really.
I'll
gotta go more
we can
in
go,
depth.
we can go into that. I'll let you take it
Wait.
away, King, because I told you I was done with that shit.
No, I'm saying I don't want to, unless y'all want to. But I just want.
Hunter said he hasn't seen the video.
You ain't seen it?
No, I did see it. Remember I told you when we had the conversation?
Oh yeah,
I told
he's
you
seen it.
saw
I
one
didn't
time.
see
You ain't
it.
seen
I
it?
ended up seeing it after. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
no, I saw it, yeah.
If I can avoid it,
That's
unless
what
like I accidentally see it and I'll just
That's-
like get into it,
That's
I
literally what
won't
happened.
watch.
I saw it going on for 3
That's what
days, and I
happened
didn't look for. I didn't do nothing.
However, though, I
And-
do remember hearing about it when it happened.
Yeah, me too. Of course, it was trending. I remember
Yeah, I
hearing about
remember.
it, but I was like, nope. And then a couple days later, I like just clicked on a video on Twitter and I saw it. I'm like,
No, I mean months ago
I just got
when it
Oh.
first happened.
Well, I
I
didn't
just
hear
ask y'all
about it back
something. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily too deep into that, but it is something that I do wonder though. That car behind them that just happened to pull up at the time that they were shooting them and just happened to be recording while they're
recording.
riding down the
Oh,
street.
it came out. He was a part of it.
He was a part
Yeah.
of it. Okay, see?
I think he got arrested yesterday.
Okay.
His
okay.
name's,
'Cause I was wondering. I'm like, bro, ain't no way you just
Yeah.
ironically pull up on the back.
That's
of
what
their
he
car,
tried to
you know what
say,
I mean?
but then they snitched on him actually.
So all in favor of public lynching, say aye. Aye.
I was about to say, there's not. I mean,
Aye.
Stephens done went on rant. Like, we
Aye.
was known as the
Yeah.
first beginning. We was known as the racist.
We had a nice little run.
We did, but I'm saying at this point, I told Stephen like it's just a fucked up. It's a fucked up time. All the
Yeah.
time, I'll be feeling. There'll be times where I see those videos, and I be fucked up bad. Like I'm talking about like tearing up, ready to cry. And it's like, but who am I? Like I'm not the one supposed to be tearing up and crying.
Nah,
Like,
I mean, but it's
but-
even more powerful that you
no,
are like that.
Stephen. But Stephen said, I mean, a good point. He said, any decent human seeing another human being
Yeah, you
killed
feel
injustice,
Hunted.
you
feel
should
that type of
feel.
way.
You should feel some type
Hunted.
of way. Period.
Right, yeah.
Period.
Hunted.
So that's a fact. But I'm saying, if I'm feeling how I'm feeling,
Y'all
I can only imagine how black people.
when
I
y'all was
really
in
like
school,
for
y'all
real.
had to watch what's that one? There was a cartoon about Martin Luther King, bro. Y'all know.
Oh, back in the day in school.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bro, that one used
Martin
to
and me and my Martin and
me
friends.
and my friend Martin or something.
Yeah, Martin
Bro,
and
that
friends.
one used to have me feeling some type of way watching them hoes and niggas. I used to be looking at the white kids in my class like,
Right. Try something, please.
I'm
We're
ready.
going in 2000.
Motherfucker, I was watching that shit in Simon Kitten.
you know,
So
they made
uncomfortable
they
as
banned that
fuck.
from schools.
Yeah. But I mean, back when I was in second grade and stuff like that, we was allowed to watch it like that.
Yeah, we used to watch.
I remember watching that in school.
Those people who
And the
who
DA,
killed him should be
came
lynched.
out and said that
Period.
he didn't because they were like because they had that tape the day that happened. I don't know if
So
that-
this was old.
it's
Yeah,
happened
this
in
happened.
September
This happened.
or February 23rd
Why
Yeah.
is this not getting big?
because they buried it. The DA.
No, the video just surfaced.
No, that's what they keep saying. But they've had that.
Well, I'm not saying that they didn't have it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying the video just came out. That's why it's
yeah,
big.
yeah.
The video just came out.
But they've had the police department had that footage the day it happened.
Well, yeah.
The DA was best friends with dude. He was an
Ex-chief of police, and they covered it up. Him and his bitch ass son.
And he said we felt like the shooting was justified.
No, other side, they should really be lynched, like public lynching.
Bro.
That's what I'll be saying, and I'm getting a first ticket.
Because we've literally
Why
already
wouldn't I?
We've literally already had this conversation
Yeah.
before.
Y'all didn't see the black militia show up outside their house today?
What'd you say?
The black militia showed outside of the dude's house. They were strapped up outside there with vans.
Good, but like we need to go back to the days with the Black Panthers.
Well, that's what it looked like.
Right, look like, but somebody needs to go. But who am I to say that? Because I ain't shooting shit. I'm just issuing a challenge to all the gangsters out there. If y'all want to shoot people and kill people, there's people out there that y'all should go shoot and kill. Why are we so scared to shoot the people that are shooting at us all the time? But we'll shoot each other. Tells you a lot about your self-hate, but
But you digress.
I digress, yeah. Tupac said it. Kill the motherfuckers that are killing you.
What's this?
They're outside his house.
Yeah, but they're doing a march for. It was his birthday a couple of days ago too.
Yeah, dude who
Got
passed
shot.
away.
Yeah, it was his birthday, so everybody did a march outside his house. I'm saying somebody gotta get shot.
They have to. I don't, bro. They should all die publicly. So to let motherfuckers like how this is key, y'all. This I obviously don't gotta tell y'all. I'm just saying this is like. How many times are we gonna say this is ridiculous? How many times? Like this is getting so crazy and old and so because it's been so crazy and old. So now it's just like what the fuck, like for real. Like
Don't
this is
stop.
this is sad.
It's to the point where we're not.
This is sad. and
Like
really,
it's to the point where black
We're no
people
longer awestruck.
and black people are tired of even going back and forth with people online trying to defend the shit
Yeah.
because y'all. Still, people try to justify. Well, he was. Well, this was. Well, what about?
Let's
well,
put it in worst case scenario. We'll say that even he robbed your house.
Yeah, he don't.
can't go
yeah,
hunt somebody down.
Yeah,
You can't go hunt somebody down and kill.
There's somebody made a tweet and they said.
But
they
that's
said
not
there's.
what happened. Let's make sure I don't.
was
Yeah,
about
that's
to
not
say,
what happened.
that's not
And
what happened.
a white girl made a tweet. She was like a verified, famous white girl on Twitter, and she said, "There's no universe, or there's no place on Earth, and there's no universe where that same scenario would have happened to a white person, whether they had done anything."
Period. That's a fact.
Right.
It's a cold hard fact. Not one scenario.
There's not a universe,
Not a universe.
and it just boggles my mind.
And how it happened so normal.
And then you got Dylan Roof that goes up and shoots up, a church and then gets Burger King. So it just boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind.
Yeah, man, that stuff is crazy.
There
But
was-
something dramatic needs to
mean-
happen. Hang them motherfuckers.
Man,
Public. Put it on CNN.
right? And
For real?
Fox,
I mean,
and Fox.
obviously these white
He said
people
put it
don't
on
get it.
CNN.
They
They're
don't
not
get
scared.
it. They're not. Is that right? They're not because
There's
they
no
know
repercussion.
they know the repercussions ain't gonna be nothing.
I'm gonna be a band though. I don't think even if you was to hang them niggas on CNN, they
Nah.
ain't stopping, bro. They ain't gonna stop it though. That's
Well,
not
yeah,
gonna be what's gonna stop it.
it won't.
Yeah, we know what
But-
needs to happen for it to stop, but the whole system needs tore down because that's why they do what they do because
Yeah, big fact.
They're still allowed.
it's set
to.
up
They're
to-
still
it's
allowed.
it's designed for them to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I made a post talking about how the story of Cinderella is really the story of the black and brown people in this country. Why not?
Not Cinderella. I thought you said
No, Cinderella. What's the story of Cinderella? She was a stepchild.
Right, she was the stepchild who got the hand-me-downs and then ended up going to
And she felt like a stepchild.
for sure.
That's why I want white people to understand. Like, they always try to tell us how we should feel and stuff like that. And I be trying to tell them, like, y'all can't justify anything in our brain because y'all don't feel how we feel. So for y'all to y'all logically can't understand how we think because y'all don't fear how we fear. Mm-hmm. And y'all, like, we feel like a stepchild in America. Mm-hmm. That's how it feels. We feel like second-class citizens in America. How are we in this country and this type of shit happens and we're all to Shane's point, like, it's like to the point where we know ain't nothing gonna get done about it. Right. Like, how could that, like, that just would not happen to a white person?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it just literally wouldn't happen.
And white people wouldn't allow it to happen.
It wouldn't happen.
The system wouldn't allow that to happen.
It wouldn't happen to.
You're not gonna have a best friend that's a DA. Who's like just the whole whatever part of that story you want to make it. It just wouldn't happen that way.
Yeah.
And let alone a video footage get buried for what 4 months.
Yeah.
That's
It's the saddest story of all time. Really is. It's the worst thing in history ever.
Yeah, but watch the
anyway,
Cinderella.
I'm curious though how I don't know why the footage came up. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
like
glass.
the glass.
Yeah.
The story I was talking about was
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
Same shit. All those stories all those stories got a little touch of, that stuff in it.
But Goldilocks is funny in the worst way. Like if you
but Goldilocks really pissed me off.
I know, but I'm saying that's what's
like
funny.
Even back then that pissed me off.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, just because the moral way, it's like, bitch, who do you think you are?
Yeah. That's white privilege to a T.
Know,
like you go into the bear's house, steal their porridge, talk about it's not hot enough or just right, and then they come home and you get them arrested, and it's their house.
Right.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Like, that's crazy shit.
Them bears were so mad.
I'm so mad.
But there is hidden innuendos in all them.
That's what I was trying. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
And they do it for adults. Like if you y'all ain't got no kids, so like, well, I be sitting around watching that stuff with my kids.
You watch it with a different eye now.
What? I be looking at that like that's
like,
crazy.
bro, I did not catch that when I was 5.
What?
We were just talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, Pocahontas crazy
Wreck.
with the natives and all that.
How old is Delana? She 4 or 5.
She's 5. Yeah, she'll be 6 this year.
You gonna let them watch Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Would I? Yeah, I would let them, but
no, don't do that to them.
She don't though. Like I try to keep her away from a lot of that stuff. Bro, I ain't gonna beat you. Like the stuff on TV that they got for kids, bro, is really just piss poor. Like you better off just not even watch that shit, bro.
I know. I really
especially if you watch that documentary Out of the Shadows, you would really.
Oh yeah, the programming out here is sick. The TV programs are sick.
Mm-hmm.
But we talked about this during the leftovers. How it's just a crazy time that we live in, that TV programming ain't the same no more.
Oh, yeah.
The influence and the power of TV, because Netflix and Hulu, and then you got these independent services. And I was just thinking, it's funny we're talking about this. Whole new ballgame. I was just thinking about it yesterday when
we have a whole station.
We have a whole station, and like I was just thinking yesterday, who's going to be the first? Like Hulu has to be, not Hulu, Netflix has to be on the edge of having a show premiere, not like where we can binge watch it. And like where there has to be an actor or somebody out there, a producer, that's going to like break the mode and say, hey, we're going to do week to week. I want to see how that works on Netflix.
They've already started. There's shows out there who do week to week.
For real?
Yeah, on Netflix. What? Joe and them talking about it a month or two ago.
I remember them talking about it a long time ago.
Joe was saying that's bullshit. We don't want that no more.
What?
Yeah, they started this show on there like that.
Now, Prison Break, watching it week to week, did something different to the show.
I watch Insecure right now week to week. I hate watching shit week to week.
But more shows, all I'm saying is more, I want more shows to do that.
And then watch it all.
I want more shows to do that on Netflix and Hulu, so that way we can completely get rid of TV programs and CNN and all them fuckers.
I hate how people will just ruin it for you online.
That's why I love the podcast game.
I've been waiting 8 weeks
like
to watch
Joe Rogan. Like
straight,
I don't watch. I used to. The crazy thing is, when I was in middle school and high school and shit, like I used to watch CNN with Nancy Grace and all them.
Anderson Cooper
and all them. I used to be big with. I used to fuck with CNN, especially. I started watching CNN heavy when the Casey Anthony case. I was probably in 8th or 7th or 8th grade. Casey Anthony, I was like watching CNN every day on that case. Oh my God, I fucked with that case so hard.
Was that the first
who killed her kid?
Big case of our generation?
Nah, there was something before that.
There was a couple things before that.
It was something before that. I can't think.
That case was big as fuck.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
There was a couple things before that, but it was more so like.
And
with
then
Jordan.
right after that was Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, it
Was
was
a
no,
couple
no,
years
I
ago.
would say
it was
right
almost
after
like
that.
right
Like
after.
2 years.
No.
Trayvon Martin was losing like 10th grade or something.
Nah, it was
But
before that.
Nancy stuff
Was it
happened.
ninth
when
grade?
I
I was a
like-
freshman, I believe.
No. Trayvon Martin.
Martin?
No. Trayvon Martin happened in
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah, so we was in 9th, 10th grade.
Yeah, but
Casey
Casey,
was like the 8th grade.
Nah, Casey
Casey Anthony happened
Oh,
in like
yeah, you're probably
2007, 2008.
I think he's right, bro. Because I was in like middle school.
Yeah, I was young when
That's
Casey
not right,
Anthony.
bro.
I was young when Casey
Because I-
Anthony.
yeah.
That case drug out for years though.
It did.
Because in high school,
It
yeah,
sure
it had
did.
to be in middle school. Because in high
That's
school, I wasn't
crazy.
even at my mom.
But yeah,
I just watched a documentary on like whole Casey Anthony thing just a couple of weeks ago. I was thinking,
Yeah.
wow, that whole.
yeah, I remember watching that day to day. But my point was like I don't even go to. I can't even tell you the last time I watched CNN or Fox News.
I can't tell you last time I've actually watched TV.
I go to
Actual TV.
yeah, and I go to
Yeah.
it's crazy. I go to like podcasts for my news.
Yeah,
Like if I really want some worldly news, I go to Joe Rogan.
Facts.
Yeah.
He going.
Yeah.
I feel like it's unbiased.
If I want some BET type music, I go to Joe Budden.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
I go to podcast. I don't. So hopefully there's a day where
Yeah.
these news stations and all that lose all their levers. Like I can't wait.
Bro, back probably in like 2008, 2009, views for like CNN with normal views.
Oh my God,
it was like
bro.
15 million views.
Oh my
now
God.
a high is like 1 million views.
Yeah, nobody watches CNN
Isn't that
anymore.
crazy?
And Donald Trump played a part in that because
But-
he got CNN and them
Yeah.
the fuck up
their
out of here.
news
over
is
his
all
time.
on YouTube now.
Yeah,
though.
you're
like
fine.
all those TV shows and casts and stuff. Like even the late night shows.
Yeah,
All them get their
Yeah.
they're on YouTube. Like that's
and
what they're
you can
focused
get
on.
the
They ain't
small
worried
clips,
about people
right?
watching
You
at
can get
night
the
no
small
more,
clips
bro.
of what you care about.
Yeah.
Instead of watching the whole program to wait to
Yeah.
see Casey Anthony, they'll just release the 15-minute clip of them talking about it on YouTube. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm about to watch that. I don't give a fuck about
But they're there
the cat
too,
that
though,
got
which
stuck
is
in the
funny.
tree.
Whoever they are, we're talking about, they're there. A matter of fact, Hunter, I sent y'all that documentary to watch.
Oh yeah.
It was up for like 2 days. Hunter started watching it.
Oh, and they took it off.
And they took it off in the
Middle of me
middle of
watching.
Hunter watching it.
Literally, some bullshit came across my screen, and it was just like froze. So I like backed out real quick, clicked on it again, and said, "This video has been deleted."
And it was only up for like 2 days.
I'm like, wow.
It was
What was it
about.
about?
It was about
That one was about the coronavirus. Basically
Anthony Fauci and his.
basically the scheme behind the coronavirus, helping the government, that type thing.
Not necessarily saying it's fake.
Yeah, no, they're saying it's real, but they're
Yeah.
saying that basically the reason for the coronavirus and the way that it's being handled and all that. There was a doctor that came out. What are they called? What are they called? Whistleblowers. There was a whistleblower doctor who came out and basically gave the rundown.
She was
And they was
an
trying to,
ex-employee of Anthony Fauci, who
yeah, and there was
is.
people. Anthony Fauci is the main doctor who's handling the
He
handling
be
the
he
coronavirus.
talking right after Trump be talking.
Yeah,
Right.
and
But it was only up for like 48 hours.
and they kept like they delete it, they put a new
Yeah.
video up, delete like, and they every time they put it up was like a day, 3, 4, 5 million views, and then just keep. So I mean, I don't know. It was just another one of them conspiracies out there.
But the only reason why I said that is because they're trying to get into that space.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just so, I don't want to say privileged with what we watch now, but we just have so much control with what we watch that it's hard.
But it's
hard to get our attention on
and
something that we don't really want.
like we said during when it was the leftovers when we talked about it. I believe it's a gift and a curse. It's more so a gift that we can control what we watch and stuff like that. Like programming ain't as big no more.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, like I told y'all then it kind of also it's hard to have gatekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
So like for hip hop, for instance, no one listens to the radio no more.
Right.
Like nobody.
Mhm.
You know, because we have these streaming platforms, right? So
The new radio is Pandora.
the new radios like Pandora,
Yeah.
exactly. And then you also got people that just, are going to my mixtapes. They're going to Spinnerella. They're going to SoundCloud a couple years
But
ago.
I'm saying even the person that's not as musical savvy,
Right, they'll just go to Pandora.
They're Pandora
Right.
or Spotify players.
Right. Yeah, the radio's done. But my point is that when that happens, then you got people that don't know. Everybody has a key to the game. So then we get Tekashi 6ix9ine because no one is there to not
Say no.
Yeah,
Right.
no one's there to say no because everything's accessible right now.
Right.
And everybody can choose what they like. So then you got people that don't know shit about the culture
But-
of music or whatever it is that we're talking about.
Dictating what's hot.
Dictating and commenting. Like I see everybody sharing the Tekashi thing and putting their 2 inputs on it, and I said we ain't gonna talk about this, but I'm thinking like y'all don't even know nothing about what the fuck you're talking about. So why do you get to have an opinion?
But does that? Yeah. See, that's where I don't know. I kind of. I don't really mind that. People
Well,
have-
everybody have an opinion.
Yeah, because they're gonna have it anyway. Now we're just seeing it. You feel what I'm saying? All
Right.
these people had opinions regardless.
Right, but there's a difference between people having an opinion on it anyway, and then people's opinion being
Influential.
Now, this is I agree with you, but I think when it comes to music, that you kind of got like a leeway with that. Like it's kind of more acceptable because I don't find that to be as acceptable when it comes to like news and stuff like. Having those biases fed where you're looking at stuff up on your own terms, like trying to find it from your own perspective. You know what I mean? Like, but when it comes to music, I feel a little bit more lenient because, like, it's like,
it's music.
Yeah, like, it's
but don't you believe on the
like,
same side that music should be just as protected and stuff? Do you believe music's an art form? I mean, obviously you do, right? You think it's like a God-given art form?
Yeah, but
have we turned it into a commercialized money-making business?
Sure, without a doubt. And I think that another thing that goes on in music that I don't necessarily agree with is the criticism within hip-hop.
Okay, explain more.
I find, for me personally, because I don't just listen to rap, bro. I listen to a whole bunch of, like, my favorite artist isn't a rapper.
Right.
Who is it?
Tasha Sultana. She makes rock, bro. She's the best thing you've ever seen in your life.
Really?
Bruh, you've never, one-man band. She carries all her shit on a dolly. She plays it all by herself, nigga, and she is goated. I mean, the best thing you've ever seen, Tasha Sultana. TASHSULTANA.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Dope.
See what you're talking about.
Dope. But I feel like with rap, though, and hip-hop, it's the only genre that's as critique like that. Like, rock and shit, they just rock with different rappers. You feel me? Like, I like it. Like, they don't.
Stephen says all the time, rap is a combat sport.
That's why that's
It's combative. It's competitive.
Yeah, see, that's how people have put the perspective out on it, but I don't find it to be that.
I got you.
Like my music,
and even the origins of hip hop wasn't that.
Yeah,
it was
like
fun, dancing, jokey. It wasn't until probably like that Heavy D era where it started getting.
But now,
Yeah,
I mean, are we talking?
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on. There's two things that we're talking about here. If we're talking about hip hop, you're right. But if we're talking about rap. That's different.
That's true.
Okay, rap is a combative sport. That is a sport. That's sparring. Yeah, rappers, MCs by nature, they're sparrers.
Really?
That's how you come up. It's a competition, isn't it?
You talk.
I don't feel like I'm in competition with nobody but myself though. Like as a rapper.
Right, but most people don't feel like that. But that you saying that is you saying that there's competition. If you
that
feel like
separates the Kevin Gates from the Kendrick Lamars.
Like, what do you mean by that?
As in, Kevin Gates is in his own lane, but Kendrick Lamar is like, nah, this is my industry.
Yeah. Like,
but it's just two different.
He wants to be the best rapper.
Right.
You feel me?
And what he's saying is that's the origin of where rap can. That's why there's a lot of freestyles. That's a lot of what they used to do in New York. The freestyles on the corner.
Yeah, but I thought that was all expression though. I didn't even think that was as competitive until it got to that. I feel like
I feel like it's expression until it's not.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, because the freestyles, they were all, the whole origin of a freestyle is based off of grilling the other person.
Yeah, when like battles and stuff like that.
Some niggas is making music, some niggas is rapping. And when you're a rapper and an MC for real,
mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you ain't or nobody is. I'm just saying that mindset of an MC is I'm the best MC.
Yeah.
And then in rap you got to show and prove.
Facts.
If you say you're the best MC, you got to, and every MC feels like they're the best MC.
Yeah.
There ain't no MC out there, there ain't no real rapper out there that don't feel like they can. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
You know, Joe Budden, he thinks he's the best rapper.
Yeah.
Jay-Z thinks he's the best rapper.
Right.
All them niggas think I'm the best rapper. Y'all can't fuck with me.
But I think that is like a taught mentality. That's
It
what I'm
is.
saying.
I'm
Like,
not
I
saying
feel
that's
like-
something that's learned.
It is.
Yeah, like I don't feel like that's how it should be though. Myself personally, I think that because like me, I pride myself on my diversity. I ain't gonna sit here and say I'm no singer, I'm no rapper, I'm no MC.
Right, you wanna do it all.
I'm an artist. I just like making music. You know, whatever I feel like that is just what vibe I
I
go
want to get
in.
into why you started when and why.
I started making music. Okay, we can do that. We can talk about that. But on the point of, I just want to finish this point.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like you do have a valid point though with the difference between like rapping and just making music.
Yeah, because hip hop is the umbrella. Rap falls within hip hop,
Yeah.
Right.
but R&B's hip hop as well, and R&B don't got that competitive.
Rapping is a rap.
Rapping is a verb. It's an action. It's like
what
it's a
you do.
sport. Yeah.
Rapping is a part of hip hop. It's When you're rapping, you're rapping.
Right.
That's rapping. Rapping isn't a genre.
Right, rap's not a
rapping's
genre.
A adjective to explain a part of hip hop.
Yeah, and another thing is they subgenrelize hip hop so far now.
That-
Like
right.
it's just so
agree.
much multifaceted of a
agree.
genre. Like there's like the trap rap, and, then
And
there's
you
like
like that now, right? Don't you? I mean, you're appreciative of
Yeah,
that. Yeah, because it
very.
didn't used to be like that.
Very, yeah, I appreciate that a lot, and I'm trying not to fall into no subgenre. If you want to be honest,
Right.
Like, I don't. Like if you just listen to my whole tape, like I use different beats. I have different flows. I talk about different things.
Hey, I ain't
like-
gonna beat you, and I heard you start hitting with that scene. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't do.
Yeah, I'm
So
trying,
Who's
bro.
well, finish your point. Did you
Yeah,
finish your
finish your
point?
point.
Did you finish your point?
Yeah, that was just my main point, man. That I think that I just don't really like how people are just so much of critics when it comes to rap. Like, bro,
Yeah,
let
rap
the
is the
niggas
most.
lit, like,
Rap is definitely the most. Or
Like the
hip hop. The hip hop genre is definitely. I think about that all the time. I'm like, damn, when's the last time we seen like some country beef? Like,
Bro, you
Right.
don't
when's the
see
last
that.
time?
That's it. It's all
You
love.
don't
And
see
people
any
being
of
like,
that.
"Oh, I can't believe he said that on this." Like,
Nah.
Right.
But you doing rap though.
Oh my
all
God.
the time.
Every
Like,
week.
picking bars apart,
all
bro.
love
But they
every
don't talk about Picasso the way he just. You know what I mean?
Why you
Yeah.
don't think that is?
I
Why?
just told you why.
I think.
I'm
I mean, it's a deep, it's a deeper,
yeah.
it's a deeper reason behind that.
I think it has to do with like our culture.
Yeah, our
Like,
culture has.
it's already like
That's how our culture is.
We're
like,
already
it-
pitted against.
we're
each
already pitted against each
Exactly.
other.
So when you see somebody else's success, you don't want to, like, especially in
Right.
Springfield, bro. Niggas in Springfield don't want to share it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking this in general. I'm not saying
No,
this
I know
like,
exactly what you're saying.
oh, they ain't sharing my shit. I don't care if people sharing it or not, for real. But I'm saying this in general. Like, I may see something that's hard, I may share it, but it's like other people may see it and think it's hard, but be like, nah, I ain't sharing that. Like, this off the strength
Yeah,
of this.
So, but for the artists out there and the rappers out there that,
We know.
but for the rapper, do you
Yeah.
do they get a knock? Like the rappers out there that are greedy.
Like that one.
Like if
thing-
you're a rapper, like if I'm a rapper in Springfield and I'm like, ain't none of you niggas eating while I'm rapping.
Yeah.
Like, would you look? Like, how would you feel about me?
Like that's cool. You can, like you're free to look at life like that, but the reality of it is, like, I'm gonna get mines anyways. You
Right.
feel me?
I'm
Like-
talking about like, how would you look at an artist in the industry saying like a Kendrick?
Mhm.
Like none of you niggas eat while I'm here,
Yeah,
just me.
Kendrick's goated. If Kendrick was a country,
So I'm saying
like,
that's all I'm saying. Like you gotta watch The Last Dance because that mentality is the Michael Jordan mentality. Like none of you niggas is eating while
Yeah.
I'm here. Y'all don't get no rings.
Under
Yeah, but the
LeBron
reality
reign,
of
all
it-
y'all get rings.
but the way that I look at it is like rap is very subjective. Like you may not like my music and you may love it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
like that's just the case even with Kendrick. There may be somebody who's like, nigga, I don't like your music. Like, you
Yeah,
talking all that
yeah.
heavy shit. Nobody,
Right.
I don't listen to you. But then then you put on somebody like a little baby and they're like, oh, he's
Right, he's the
it.
GOAT.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, niggas, but he's the GOAT. I'm like, okay, yeah.
yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely subjective, but if you know, you know. Niggas know. Niggas know the goats, you know.
People
and
really put their ear to it.
yeah, you know. So
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, get into
How
where
I
you
started rapping.
how and when.
Man.
Has it been recently?
Okay, so yeah. I started rapping, like actually going to the booth and rapping.
Like seriously, not like no like play around bullshit. But I mean,
Probably-
took the music seriously.
Yeah, it probably was like at the beginning of this year. I'll say at the beginning of this year, like January, maybe even December, is when I started like locking in. But I had been writing for probably like 3 years now, bro.
That's how it be.
Was
though.
you-
That's what
yeah,
everybody says.
give me
Was you scared to like show people
that side.
that side or that like being vulnerable or like
Man.
or just not being vulnerable as in putting out your work that you think's good?
I don't think
That's what I'm saying.
scared
Being
to
an
write.
That's the main
being an
thing.
artist is
Yeah,
great because
but-
I write shit and I won't read it.
Not even that, but I'm talking about
Yeah, I was that
any
same way.
artist as in within painting, music,
It's
acting,
so sensitive
anything
about that shit.
is just because I mean, let's be real.
'Cause
Most
once you
people
put- once
in
you-
this world are insecure to
Yeah.
about something.
Right.
Especially something
So-
that you've made. Because once
Exactly.
you put it out there, it's subjected to criticism. And
Exactly.
you're like, I don't know if that's good enough.
Exactly.
Like, 'cause I don't know if I want to put that out there. That ain't really the best I got. Like,
Right,
Yeah,
but it'd be
right.
the best you got. For it.
yeah.
And then like even like some of the stuff like that little interlude, the Soprano, like I ain't know how people was gonna take to that. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
Like I'm
right.
talking in Arabic, it ain't
Yeah.
no music. Like
Right.
I ain't know, bro. Like
Right.
I was like, they just gonna say what they gotta say. But when we're putting stuff out like that, when you are like the artist and stuff, like it's just like once you do it, it's done.
Oh,
You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So it's like,
it was a relief.
yeah, it's
But
very
once you put it
relieving.
out, you
Yeah,
like, it's out there.
like it's
Whatever.
done. Like
Well,
whatever.
They like it. They don't.
my
Fuck
hands are off now. You know what I'm saying? I let my baby go.
Right.
Like that's just how it is.
So
but
you was living with some of your writings for 3 years.
yeah, like Facts was the first song I ever wrote.
Damn.
I memorized facts. I've had that memorized for years. Never spit it to nobody. I came home and showed big like, hey, bro, I finally went to the stew.
So what's the most recent song you wrote? So Facts is the first song you wrote.
I just finished my whole another EP.
I was about to say, yeah.
No. I mean on that project.
On
like
that
what was
project,
the last song you wrote?
song was the first one I put out, Stuck in My Ways.
Okay, so I want to see tell me, and then I want to listen and see if I can tell the difference between your writing from 3 years ago and then now. Is there a difference? Like, have you gotten sharper over time? Like,
yeah, but facts was cold though. Like I spent months writing facts. You feel me? Like facts is some shit, bro. It ain't just like I just was like, nah, okay, yeah, I like that bar. Nah, like facts, I'm really talking about stuff that really happened.
Right.
You feel me? Like everything in that is just like
It's a
super.
fact.
Oh, it's all facts.
Right.
Everything in there is all facts. That's why I named it facts.
Why would I name it anything else?
All facts.
Lies.
That's some funny ass shit.
Yeah, but with facts though, it was on a different beat. And it was like way slower. And my rapping, bro, if I was to show it to you and you were to listen to that facts, you'd be like, that's crazy. Like you would be weak at it.
I just seeing an artist's evolution over time. Like my favorite artist ever is probably Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
And like just hearing his old shit to like then he writes something like a To Pimp a Butterfly. And like the writing, the levels of writing itself is just so different. Like,
big fan.
and that it blows my mind. I'm like, damn, like how can somebody evolve over? Like, what do you think your ceiling is? Like, as far as when it comes to being an artist.
That's disrespectful too.
But
Play Kendrick over Tupac.
as my favorite artist, no,
I
that
don't
ain't.
find it to be the. I think that. I mean, if we want to talk about the Tupac, we can get into it. But I ain't.
No, don't disrespect Tupac.
I ain't gonna disrespect him by any means. He was a GOAT. But was he just like what they hold him at? Like, damn, did he really get
he's
that
the best.
pedestal?
Did you? You don't.
Like, I think Kendrick is
Yeah,
way
of
harder
course.
than
Eminem was
Tupac.
correct. He's the
Eminem
greatest.
was correct.
He's the greatest songwriter of all time.
Of all time.
Tupac.
Tupac?
Yeah.
The greatest songwriter of all time.
Songwriter, yeah.
Not
See,
close.
I think Tal Shotana is way better than him as a songwriter. But
I don't know if you believe that.
Oh, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh man, yeah, I can't
believe
say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that.
But
But songwriter,
Because I'm talking about.
we're talking about songwriting.
Now, what do you mean when you're talking about songwriting?
I mean, like he can write a Dear Mama, then he can write a Hit 'Em Up,
Yeah, see, I think
and them
that,
are both smashes.
I think that people I think that other genres have that way more in the headlock than rappers.
I think rappers get slighted in song. Here's the thing here's the thing that pisses me off about people in hip hop. They box hip hop. The way they box hip hop in, it boggles my mind. The fact that people consider Bob Dylan and like the Beatles and all them like artists, and like a Beyonce's an artist because she sings, but they don't consider a rapper like J. Cole an artist. How's he not an artist?
Nah,
First off,
that'd be disrespectful too.
that's mad disrespectful, and that's how people box rappers in. Like a rapper can't be an artist when.
Be right, bro.
Or even they gave Tyler the Creator rap.
Right.
Album of the year. He was like, this isn't a rap song. This
Right,
is a rap.
and that's what I'm saying.
I'll take
Like,
it.
first off, the art of rapping is artistry. To be able to rap and rhyming is art. That is art. Just because they can't sing, don't mean they're not an artist.
Right.
So I mean, but to your point, like there is some great rock and roll. There's some great writers out there, songwriters and stuff like that. But I'm saying hip hop definitely gets slept on.
Yeah, for
Some of the shit that hip hop writers write about is like better than the greatest author, like Shakespeare. All them niggas. Y'all ain't writing about some of the stories Jay-Z wrote about.
Nah.
Like y'all can't do that.
Yeah.
Y'all can't put a story together like
I
that.
wouldn't say Jay-Z, but that's
No, I would. Reasonable Doubt and all that shit. Y'all can't write like that.
not like that, but they can do it
And
better.
I listen
No,
to
they really
artists from
can't.
like overseas and stuff.
Oh,
and I
well,
be-
who'd you like Shakespeare and shit?
Any
I'm
rock
not
and
big on
roll.
that.
I'm talking about any of those. Any of them.
Oh no, yeah, but man, I don't know.
like I'll be listening.
Because it's a whole different writing. Like that
It
Nirvana,
is.
like Nirvana and all them, their writing is so crazy, but it's complete. I mean, I know you know, so I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's completely.
It is. It's
different.
It's a different form of writing, but I'm
it's-
saying people got to throw in the fact that these niggas are telling the same type of stories, like these detailed,
I'm not.
crazy ass
See, I think
conceptual,
that the rappers are telling the harder stories.
way harder stories. And I'm saying,
I think that comes from the culture though. Like that comes from what they've been through. Because them white rockers and stuff, they can't talk about coming from the streets and
Right,
grit
right,
and all that, bro. They just can't. Like it's like,
but the thing, what I'm
Or even
saying,
like Pop using Me and My Girlfriend.
that
Talking about the gun.
fire. And my point that I'll be trying to get people to understand is it's much harder to tell a story and rhyme. Like if you're telling a true
Right.
story and you got to rhyme,
Right.
like that's an art.
Right.
To make that shit rhyme,
And even like
motherfuckers be really rapping a real ass story and rhyming.
And then,
like,
like-
how does your real story rhyme?
and most of the people, and most of the
Like, yeah,
people
you
who
sold
are
drugs, but how'd you make it rhyme?
Right.
critiquing- Most of the people who are critiquing it, like, bro, they don't even know what it's like to just listen to a beat and form something.
They
listen to the song
real quick. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
Most, not all, if we're talking about rock and rap, most rock people compose and create their own music.
Yeah,
That's true.
So
that's true.
you add that
But
in
what I was getting ready to say on the flip side to that.
That's why I asked about the songwriting.
That's a good point. But when we talk about songwriting, most rock and other genres are allowed to get help with writing.
Yeah, they do.
When
Oh,
you're a rapper,
yeah.
that's off limits.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Should
It's
be,
not-
but
no.
it's
Kanye
not,
West.
though.
He's talking about to be respected.
A rapper.
Yeah, to
Kanye
get
West.
respect.
He's not a rapper.
Culture,
Like-
for sure.
like,
You got
come on, let's
ghostwriters,
consider a rapper.
niggas
But no,
also
he's not.
say that.
He's
But
considered
you
an
gotta
artist.
there's a lot of rappers, but
And
when
he's
you're
a
talking about
producer.
getting your
He
respect,
was considered a rapper.
Yeah.
at one time.
But everybody knew, like Kanye, everybody knew he was a producer that rapped, like Dr. Dre. A rapper like Jay-Z and them, like that's what.
Yeah, real
that's why
rapper,
a
yeah.
rapper.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to get help.
Nah.
Writing.
Yeah, of
you
course.
can get help songwriting, like a hook and stuff like that. But your
Yes.
verses and stuff, that's all you.
Yeah.
A rock and roll
Supposed to be.
person, they can
They can
focus
get help
on.
writing.
They
They
can
can have
focus on the
10
beat and
songwriters.
composing the songs, which they do.
Like,
Like a lot of these motherfuckers.
Adele. She's a
Yeah.
perfect example. She had like 20 people help her write
Yeah,
that hello. She had, like-
exactly.
and then like
But I will say a lot of hip hop artists, with the exception like a Tyler the Creator, Kendrick and all them, like rock and roll motherfuckers, like he said, be composing their music.
Yeah,
Like
that's why I asked
I'll be
about
watching this
songwriting.
show called Dissect, and like Frank Ocean like composed,
Yeah.
like he wrote the
That stuff
musical
is
notes.
crazy,
Like,
yeah.
okay, y'all's playing the piano, but I'm about to
Bruh.
write you the
Bruh, I done
the
tried
way
to
you're
make
about to
my
play the
beats
piano,
before.
and
I
I'll be like,
literally, got on FL
That shit's
Studio
crazy to
and
me.
spent a whole night and got nowhere. Like it was so garbage, and I literally was so focused, bro. I tried so hard, and it was so boo
At the end of the
boo.
night, you like, this is
Well,
what
I'm
I
like,
came
bro, I
up
spent
with?
here 10 hours. I've been doing this.
Right.
bro,
This
to
is what it is.
compose your own
Oh,
shit.
man.
Like what?
Wow.
Bro, I'm like, bro,
How you know
ridiculous.
what piano riff he's supposed to hit? Like,
The thing is, I don't know. This is why I'm not a musician, but I don't know how like musicians
you can paint that.
how they can like think of something new. How me and you said it a couple weeks ago when a new song came out. And we were like, just yesterday, this song we never heard. Like this song wasn't
This
out.
song
Like, when
didn't
the song
exist.
comes out, we did like
It wasn't in the
we never
universe.
heard it before. We
Right.
never, and our brain never formed it.
Right.
So how are these people literally like
Out of nowhere.
How do you close your eyes and just think of a hard ass beat? How does Stevie Wonder think of his eyes and think of if she
Isn't she lovely?
She lovely.
right, the ribbon in the sky.
And the whole like how
That's
did,
why, and that's why I love real artists, because like
I
that
agree.
shit is so
'Cause you're creating.
it's so God given.
You're creating.
Like that, you can't manufacture that,
Yeah.
Tekashi. Like you can't fake that. I'm serious. To have
I
that
agree.
gift, to be able to close your eyes and write a song and compose a song and stuff, like that's a God given. That's just as God given as singing.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree. And
A good
it's
song.
not hard.
A good
I mean, it's
song. A
not
good
easy,
song.
bro.
It's not easy.
Like
Fuck
for
no.
real, it's not, bro.
To make
And
that
like
shit slap?
And then like even on top of that, like if you're not doing it with somebody else, like Marco, he helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes there'll be times where I'll be like writing some shit,
Yeah.
and I'll go in there and I'll be like, bro, I wrote 30 bars, but I have no idea where the hook is supposed to drop at.
Right.
You feel
And
me?
but
Like-
music is supposed to be a shared thing. Like you're
He'll-
supposed to
he'll
make
be
music
like,
with
"All
other
right,
people.
here
Like
it is,"
fuck.
you feel me? And I'll be
There's
like,
no
okay.
way you should be making it all by
Right,
yourself.
rearrange
J. Cole in
this and-
2016. I keep throwing shots. Fuck.
But then even like
I love
counting
music.
syllables and like counting bars and counting syllables and
Man.
making sure that stuff fits, bro. Like it's
That's
really
why I
like
be trying to tell them about that shit, because I write myself, and like I can tell certain rappers, like it's hard to. I'll be telling them about changing your flow and stuff like that. I can tell because I be writing and I be trying to rap it, and like I know how many words you put in that one bar because
Yeah.
I've wrote before,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
hard to write a 16 out sometimes to a beat and stuff, because you got to make it fit within the line. Like, okay, this beat only allows you to say 7 words in this first
Yeah.
sentence, and then the second sentence you can only say 7 words, and in some beats you can say 10 words in the first sentence.
Yeah.
That shit's it's
Big
hard.
time.
It's
Yeah,
definitely an
that's definitely a
art.
craft. It's a skill, and it's not everybody should be a rapper.
No,
Yeah.
fuck no,
Not everybody should be a rapper.
no, hell no.
So
Yeah,
shout out to
man.
Huh?
What did you have to ask earlier?
I don't remember.
who inspires you?
I was gonna say what artists? Because you said you pride yourself on being like not put in a box.
Mm-hmm.
Like who are some of those artists you look at to not be put in a box?
Other than the one you just named, your favorite artist.
Yeah, it's definitely her. She dope, bro.
Yeah, she
I
ain't
wanna
in no
check her
box.
out. Nah, bro. Like,
Is she sexy?
always- Huh?
Is she sexy or is she older?
Nah, she like a very conservative dress. Like she wear big baggy clothes. She very like hippie like, but she is dope, bro. Like
Yeah.
when I tell you goated,
What's her name
like,
again?
top
Somebody type
shelf
it
fan,
in. I mean,
man.
like just get it in the phone for later.
man, I'm telling y'all ain't.
Is she
never
younger,
heard of
though?
her. But y'all have to watch her do it though. You can't just listen to her because you're not gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
If you watch her do it, it's crazy, bro.
she be playing all the instruments and
She
all that.
plays like 15 instruments, and she does it. And she like has this pedal system, bro, where she like will play something, And then she'll hit it with her foot, and it'll just keep playing in the background. And she'll play something different.
Oh yeah, the
and she'll
recording
loop
shit.
it, like she's looping it all together.
Yeah,
but
that's the recording.
she'll pause it and hit some shit. She sing her ass off, like, bro, she crazy.
How'd you get hit there?
My ex, I told you about that one, but that was good.
Oh, she put you on.
She put me
Man,
on.
that's better than
She's
a
my
girl
favorite
that knows
artist
some
ever.
different-
Man.
Nothing. I got
Man.
to pee real quick.
So many girls don't have good taste in music.
Nah,
Right.
he's so
Shane, peak.
Pete. Pete. Facts. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember R&B, like when I first started getting in my R&B bag, like I love R&B, that's my favorite genre of music. Bro.
yeah, that was my favorite. That was
Yeah, see, I like
was
indie
introduced to
music
R&B.
is probably my favorite genre. Like Tasha Tan, she make music like Erykah Badu and stuff like that. Like that real smooth and chill.
What type of music?
Oh, yeah.
I like that vibe, bro.
Yeah.
For whatever
Oh,
reason,
me
I
too.
can't
Yeah, I'll
think
go
why
to-
I'm
I will
I
listen
be
to
telling Big
R&B.
all the time. Big.
Man, I've
Big
been
no.
trying to get him out of that
Big,
bag.
yeah.
I hate when he be
Yeah.
on that.
Big ain't going.
He be like, I ain't listening to no, you never heard a song like that. I'm like,
If it's
come
not
on.
talking about robbing or kidnapping somebody or selling dope or
I'm like, nigga, just go play
flipping
Grand Theft
ATM
Auto
cards,
then.
Big
Like,
ain't listening to it.
Come on.
Big choice of music is very, very selective.
Very selective.
But I don't think he has a bad, like, I know y'all don't really like his choice of music.
Nah, but he knows like rap for real.
Some.
He
Yeah,
knows
he
what the
does,
fuck's going
especially
on.
old school. If y'all want to go old school,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. He
He
knows.
knows some M. He knows
Yeah,
50.
oh,
you
he
know,
loves him.
The game.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I already know.
Even you can go back further than that. You can go
Yeah.
back to 90s, 80s. Big can keep up in conversation. But
What,
when it
Big?
comes to like right now, type,
He
like,
knows
he's
Big.
strictly
He
like
fell off.
Money Man, Lil
Right,
Baby. You
that's
feel me?
it.
Like that's his
Yeah.
bag. But
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, I'll run the R&B before I will rap.
Where you? See, I'll go to rap first, but I got tons of bags.
I'm
though,
an R&B
bro.
connoisseur.
I listen to so much different music, bro. It's crazy.
I don't know about all that, but
No, keep it objective. Do I know a lot of R&B for the short amount of time that I've been listening to it? For someone who didn't, I didn't know none of that music.
I mean, yeah. You don't know a lot of the old R&B though.
I would beg to differ, but
You know a lot of R&B, yeah. Not a lot of like I don't know.
Last night in the Pips.
Huh? No, not. I mean, I'm just saying, like that Erykah Badu and Jill Scott's thing. If you would have watched that, you wouldn't have known a lot of those songs. Because I'm saying, like, those are that's the type of R&B acts that, like,
The only way I know that is because of my mom.
that's what I'm saying. Like with you, I don't know a lot of rock songs that you were just like your dad played, like when you was young, where you just know some Nirvana that I just don't know because you just remember it.
Yeah,
Same with
well, not
R&B
Nirvana,
with
but
me,
yeah.
or like whoever. Same with me, like that was Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. I forgot about a lot of those, and I hear them. I'm like, damn, that reminds me of a Sunday morning.
Literally.
That reminds me
Riding
of a
in the
Sunday
backseat on the
morning.
way to a baseball game.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
So shit like that.
yeah, but
Like I be forgetting. I be scrolling on when we was listening to Usher last weekend and stuff. I forgot. I be forgetting. all that shit.
that's what I'm saying. I already know. There's a times where you'll probably admit where I've re-sparked songs in you.
Yeah.
Where it would be a song that you like heard a long time ago, like that you
Yeah.
used to fuck with, and then like I'll like be listening to my album and shit, and I'll come be playing it, and you'll be like, oh, that's my shit again.
Yeah.
I remember
that's.
and then I'll be hearing you play it all the time, like, oh, okay. I obviously didn't put you on because you know the words and shit, but I'm saying it'd be re-sparking this is a banger.
Yeah,
type of
that's a
shit.
fact. I be forgetting a lot of shit because, like I said, I was raised on R&B. Like my parents did not listen to rap.
But that I'm saying right there, that's me. I go back to so much. I done went back to. I mean, both of the, even though I'm not a big Jill Scott. I love
She
Erykah
got fat
Badu.
tits.
I love her titties, but but I'm saying I'm way bigger on Erykah Badu than Jill Scott, obviously. Got the Erykah Badu. Even that's crazy. Because Erykah Badu got the fat ass and Jill Scott got the big tits. I'm a tit man.
My dude who made the beat to the intro and he made the Biggie flow, he used to work with Jill Scott.
No fucking way. Must be nice
For Escalade.
to work with a legend.
Yeah, he old, bro. He I don't want to say just in case he ended up checking it. I don't know how old he is.
Right, he's 32.
Yeah.
But yeah, rap is. I mean, that whole thing is crazy. Like I did not rap. I got into rap on my own. Like my parents never subjected me to rap. They was just all about like Michael Jackson, Prince, and like.
My dad and my uncle, they was the type with the 215s in the back, turned all the way up. You know what I mean? Kids sitting back itch in the car and shit.
Like, cause rap was hot when my dad was 30. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like my dad, when he was in his prime, it was all about James Brown and Michael Jackson and shit like that. And same with my mom. You know, they're near 60 years old, so it's like when rap came around in the 80s and 90s, they were already kind of too old to.
Yeah.
That was probably it was the new genre to them. They're like, I ain't.
Yeah.
You know, they knew rap and shit like crisscross and all that shit. But like my dad, I ain't never heard my dad. My dad ain't showed me a Tupac song, none of that.
For real.
I just got on that on my own for real.
Yeah,
Mine
I
was
just
East
told
Coast
them
rap.
mine's by far because of Daniel. Damn, when I was like in fourth and
Yeah,
fifth
my
grade,
and then like my real like backpack rap nerd bag came from
Sonny
Sonny.
and then
Yeah.
Daniel put me onto a lot.
Yeah.
Made me fall in love with real rap and hip hop and all that.
My stepdad.
But shout out to you,
Nori.
D.
Shout out all the big brothers out there.
Facts.
Shout out to you,
Because
D.
and it takes a big brother, or else I would be like
exactly. I'd be pathetic to listen to Tim McGraw.
Or I'd be
Shout out to Tim McGraw. He's a legend.
Or is,
Tim McGraw's a legend.
I don't really like country one. The only bags I feel like it's because when I was a kid, bro, I used to just like.
I don't listen to. I'm telling you, you'd be amazed. How
the
much
thing that
passion
pisses me
about
off at country is the only
Me too,
genre
bro.
that has
I
the
believe.
least.
I believe.
Country has the least amount of growth, and it does not get slandered. They talk about the same. They talk about rappers talking about the same shit.
All they talk
Country
about
talks
is
about
beer,
beer, horseback,
In
and
a truck.
breakup,
In a truck.
and then divorcing their wife. Every song.
Or love, like
Wrangler
it's
jeans.
about like love woman. Just
They don't
Women
got
be
no
on the
different
love
bag.
side,
They ain't
boy,
never
in
wrote
country.
about a star. They ain't never wrote about a different planet. They ain't never done anything.
country singers aren't the best writers.
No.
Oh no, it's so
It's really
it's
easy.
so
It's-
it's so surface level. It's
Yeah.
like little Johnny went to school.
Yeah.
And it's like
And no one ever says anything, but that's to his
that's
point.
neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But how we even get here?
I don't know, but I want to. This is good music. Like, we don't never talk about music on here, but
Never.
I was telling, or Hunter mentioned earlier. He said if there was one album, and you said you kind of been out of the loop on music this year.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've done tapped in with some of the like major, the stuff that everybody been listening to for real.
What if you had to buy an album this year,
that came out this year?
buy it?
No.
I
No.
mean, $12.99.
Facts.
He said his own.
Yeah. Nah, man, I probably would go with Baby, but just because he put so much stuff on it, like he had.
So you're giving them $12.99, buying the CD off
Like
the
if you had to go out in the Walmart.
It wasn't any.
Are you saying this year or
year's
2019?
This year.
alone?
Like
or this
2020?
2020. Because we're trying to. Me and him was talking about earlier. Like it's at the halfway point of the year. Like who got the album of the year?
Division.
Oh, please stop. The Weeknd got the album of the year. Get real.
Stop.
The
I told
Weeknd?
you he don't watch Division.
Yeah.
He don't watch. They don't watch Weekend.
Man, I wasn't too
And
impressed with
Party.
the Weeknd's
I
album.
wasn't
bro.
either.
I was. Well, no, I wasn't.
But I go back to it. It's all right.
That's a good album.
It's a good album.
No,
and I'm saying
it is good.
I'm talking about like the whole everything that comes with
Yeah,
album of the year. The sell, like
It
he
could
did the
be this- it
numbers.
could
he
be
did
me
the
just,
video.
like,
Division
basing
might
off
have.
of-
I haven't still listened, and I'm going.
Division might be better
You're gonna
musically.
hate me because even though this is how I am, but you're gonna hate me because once I start listening to it, I'm gonna love it. And I'm gonna start
Yeah.
playing all the time. Change will be like, oh.
No, I know you
Right.
messed with
Okay.
Division already.
But I was about to
It'd be
say,
different if you didn't mess with it. Yeah, no.
and you know I'm weird how the fuck
Yeah,
I
I
come
already
my
know.
shit. But yeah, I can already tell the songs you be playing that time. I'll be thinking
Banger.
hard. I'll be thinking the two singles. I'm hard. So I
Yeah.
already know I'm gonna
Division's
love it.
getting my
But that don't count because Division. I'm saying he might have a better album. Like you might
better
like it better,
musical.
but like you said, Weeknd sold 450K in a
Right.
week.
Oh, if you're basing off of
We
that,
I
got
said
the
the
video,
whole
it's a
like,
package, like, we got
the moment. Like
you
when we
can't
look,
tell me who gets my money.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
Big
when you
fact.
look back on 2020, who got the album of the
I'm
year?
telling you, it's Division.
I would
When I
about
tell you I
Weeknd
listen to
so
Division 3 times a
far. I
day,
would about Weekends.
It,
I love
mine is
Weeknd,
between. I
I
always
do
fight
too,
between
bro,
the
but I just
Weeknd's
put
album and the Mac Miller.
Mac Miller?
oh,
Circles was good as fuck, bro.
See, I didn't put
When
my
I tell you I
Circles
listen
was
to
good as
Division's
fuck. I
album
just
3
listened to
times
that
a
shit
day.
2 days ago.
Yeah,
or
I just be
a couple
so-
days
I
ago.
just do
Circles
not-
was good as fuck.
I just be
Circles
skipping.
is
good,
When
but
I
I-
just drop albums
the-
after they pass
the-
away, bro. I be
The
so
songs
skipping
sound
that.
too much alike
In circles.
in circles.
I don't care that. That's
It sounds too much alike. What sounds like one song dragged, and he be too. You talk about sleepy.
But that's what that. You're right. But that was he like that's where he was, bro. Like these.
Well, I think most Mac music.
Old Mac Miller was all
Hunter, look at
high
my-
and like
Look at my recently
he
played.
got into that bag with
Watch
swimming,
this.
and that's fire, bro.
all Division.
Division.
Facts. Man, that's crazy.
I mean, come on.
No, I like
seriously?
that Mac Miller. I like that Mac Miller.
Yeah, I remember you said it was good.
Yeah, I really did like that the Baby's album. Not Da Baby, but Lil
Oh,
Baby.
Duh Baby's album was awful.
Yeah,
You like Duh Baby?
Yeah, I do. I like Da Baby.
He's cool.
I like him.
He's cool.
His music is too like everybody say it though. I don't like saying
Right.
the same shit everybody say,
It
but
sounds-
But I mean,
it sounds the same.
when
I
everybody's saying the same
it sounds
thing,
the same fucking. You're making the same fucking song, baby. I mean, get real.
right? But 10 points.
but he did switch it up a little bit on his new one.
And then
though.
he got
But hold
killed
up,
for it.
but hold
he
on,
did
listen.
get killed
But
for
he
it,
don't
though,
understand
didn't
what we mean by switching
Even
up.
his new flow is the same shit.
Right.
Like does he? I don't. And I can make a conscious album. No, you can't. Yeah, when he said
But
that,
to
it
his
irritated
point,
me.
though, he.
I would love to see him talking about content. I'm like J. Cole and Kendrick, like
Right.
you said.
Good
Do
luck.
it. Good the fuck luck. You can't, like, you.
Hey.
Your voice don't. He literally
But-
can't do that.
But
and I like the baby. Like, he's good for what he does.
we got to throw
Right.
this butt in there. That nigga's getting to it.
Oh, he's getting bread.
For sure.
He's getting to it.
Yeah.
The baby is a moneymaker.
I like the baby's personality. I love the baby. He's a clown.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck with the baby. I
I
really
do
do.
too, bro.
He's got a lot of lawsuits, and who's he getting?
Yeah, see, I don't mind them
Which label's
lawsuits,
fucking
though.
him?
Labels fucking him?
Well, one, I know the baby. He tours a lot, so he's getting show money regardless.
Oh yeah, he was touring a lot.
He's getting show money
doing
regardless.
huge
They got Shay off a lot.
And he's on. I mean, yeah, you
not
may
to
be
be
right.
wrong.
Like he's had like 2 or 3 number ones, and yeah, they're fucking him. But he's still. When you get number ones, you're raking in
And
cash.
every one of his songs off of all of his
Right,
albums.
but
So
how are all
that's
these?
top
How are all
100
these cases
on the
going
Billboard.
away that he's having?
The
No, he
cases,
gotta pay.
but see the cases. I like
He gotta pay.
to be honest. Like okay, the antics when it comes to like rappers and stuff. That's definitely how some of them.
Yeah, some labels
catapult
fake
yourself into shit, you know what I'm
that. Some antics,
Yeah.
the label will be like,
That's
do
what
that
I'm
shit, we'll
saying.
pay for
and
it.
it's
Like, what the fuck?
catapulted just to get you
Fact.
further into the game. But
Mhm.
I don't really think that the antics are really going to affect somebody's success unless you're on like some Gucci Man shit where you can't get shows from it. You know what I mean? Like that's the only time. If you get to that level, that's when it starts affecting
And
you.
when we
He
think the
done
baby's
passed
getting
up
like
a lot.
the baby's probably getting
Interscope comes to you.
100 a show.
Interscope calls you next week. They want you to sign a deal.
Yeah.
You sign it.
Depends on what they
at
offer.
least 50.
So
I ain't
you
gonna lie,
are.
I
We're
ain't
doing 50 a
deciding no
show
deal,
every
though.
night. They be doing like
No,
5
Are
times.
you would sign
And
to
you
a
don't-
major,
and you don't pay tax
like a
on the
major
side, baby.
label?
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't sign on no stupid shit though.
You take your 401k money out.
I'm
Have
not-
you studied like the contracts or anything yet?
I've looked into
I gotta do
some
too
and I've
much.
like learned
I'll
about like
deal with it a
360
little bit.
deals and the difference
I gotta
difference
do too
between,
much,
like
bro.
distribution deals and shit. But yeah, it would just depend on
You're-
like what I was offered, bro. I ain't just gonna sign because I
You're
honestly,
keeping all your music. You ain't
I'm
signing
not
that
getting
away.
no masters. They're not getting none of that. No royalties in my shit.
What if they like? We got $5 million up
I
front.
don't give a fuck what you got. You're not getting my shit, bro. I ain't
That's
gonna
I
lie.
like that.
now.
No,
I
I'm
like
telling
that.
you the truth, bro. If you had 5 M's and you offer me 5 M's for all my music, bro, I'm not giving it to you.
Well,
Because if
you
you
offer me
you 5 M's, I'm gonna say, well, how much am I really worth?
I was about to say, if you offer me 5 minutes, I'm like,
M's?
oh, then my shit's hard.
If you're giving me 5 M's, then
Right,
I gotta be worth.
I mean, but
25
they be like,
I gotta be worth
They're like,
25
oh nah, there's just
Yeah.
we give you $5 million right now. You sign this deal, but we only need 3 albums. from you.
Here's see 3. 3, I think I could do 3. Like I would do 5 mil for 3, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
Oh
I'd
no,
3
don't do $5 million for 3 albums.
for 3 albums.
They're gonna drag those 3 albums out.
Oh, see, but that's another thing. Depending on how much time they get, because I can make 3 albums in 1 year.
Yeah, but they
They
be
ain't going
doing
for that.
they be doing
Why not?
bullshit. They be doing bullshit.
That's how-
not
but
like
that's
that.
how niggas got-
EP. This
But
is
that's how
a
niggas
Right.
got out their
Yeah.
contract though. Like Future did it, Ross did it. Niggas do that
Frank-
shit to
Oh,
get
yeah,
out their
yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
You see, Future dropped like 7 in a year type shit to get out
Right.
his shit.
All right, I'm getting this shit off.
Like, bruh, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting these
Right.
M's off you, blow up, and I'm out. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't just sign no Fugazi shit. But bruh, I ain't know.
Okay, so what?
We have to be
You
past
feel
the
me?
point in the industry where people are signing them type of deal. We have to be.
I mean, we do,
I'm
but we're
saying,
not.
you know what I'm saying?
I think
We're
it's
not.
worse now, bro. I think people are signing deals for way less and getting
They probably are.
fucked.
But I don't understand how.
Because
He's
people,
I
like
can
the
tell you
people that are
exactly-
I
signing
don't
these
wanna
deals
sound
don't
like
pay.
that. I
They don't
understand
pay
how, but
attention to what.
They don't have
Eh,
nobody looking over their shit. They
Nobody.
have no intelligence, really, bro. Like,
And they're in the hood, they're
You see these
desperate.
rappers, nigga, they're not geniuses.
And they want the
They're
new.
just
They want the
talented.
new watch. They want the new
Mhm.
shit for their videos, the new
What?
chain.
They
So
can't wait.
They can't
And
wait.
they think that this is all just given.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you don't know you got to make this shit back for these niggas?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like,
We ain't about to just give you 5
yeah,
minutes.
it's not like they're just giving
would,
them the money.
I
Like,
will
nah.
say that I believe that a lot of labels within the past couple of years have been doing a crazy job at like signing artists when they're in the midst of cases.
Yeah, but that's all part of that strategy.
Well,
it's
I know.
strategic,
Bobby,
I know.
Bobby Smart about to come home.
I know,
which is
He's
why.
about to blow up.
But
Watch.
but I'm saying they see upcoming rapper that already
It's
in
kinda
the
shiny,
streets.
yeah.
No, got a case going on, and then they come to him. Oh, we got $5 million for you.
Right.
And that rapper's like, hell yeah, like I need that money.
Right.
I'm facing a case already. I need that money.
Mhm.
Then boom, got your ass.
And I think it depends on like, cause like okay, would you if you were the artist, would you be more comfortable taking like the $3 or $5 million or the 20 mil? You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not like they're just writing a check and like here you go. You
No.
gotta work that shit off for them.
Yeah.
Like they gotta make their money back. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying?
Whenever we're talking about money or talking about situations and contracts, I always try to make sure I don't, because you don't know people's circumstances. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know a
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen type deal.
Yeah.
Look, I know I might be worth this, but I don't trust my knee.
Right.
So I'm gonna sign this little. My mom needs taken care of. So we gotta always take that into account.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
what
when I talk about
that's
this
what I'm
and I
saying.
sound a certain type of way because Meg Thee Stallion now she's complaining now, but if we want to be real, she signed that deal way back then for a reason.
Yeah.
And it was because she needed bread before whatever.
Not
But
letting them off the hook.
The moral of the story is it's the record label is doing bad business.
Is it the
That's-
record label or the artist though?
I'm
Because
saying
the artists are the
yes,
dumbasses who are signing these deals, bro.
Yes, the artist shouldn't sign the deals, but I'm saying at the end of the day, why can't the labels make a fair deal? Why is it always have to be a rate?
Yeah, that's
why
true.
is it?
That's
why-
true, but that's not how the
Why
industry. That's not the music industry. But yeah,
But
you're
why
right.
not?
You're
Been
right.
that
I'm
since,
saying
why not?
I'm the same way.
But
Why
it's
not?
never been that.
It's
That's
never been
been the
that.
case.
I've
Like
never
you
been-
can go
I'm not-
all the way back as far as you can go back.
You're right, but I'm saying that's what.
And it's
I'm
not
saying,
that way in most industries.
You're right, but I'm saying just because it's not like that doesn't mean they're not to blame.
Yeah, but now we're having that conversation again. We always have the conversation about it's not that, but it's the system.
And I was
The
going to say,
system's always gonna be broke.
I'm going to
If we
say,
don't figure that out by
and
now,
I'm
it's-
just,
yeah.
That's my
and
point.
are they morally? I can't remember who addressed this, but are the labels and like are these music industries? Are they morally wrong for doing that?
Yeah.
For looking out for their best
For doing
interests.
bad business, yeah.
For doing because
But
they
it
don't have
ain't.
to-
best
it-
Is it
Listen,
bad business
the only
or is
reason
it
that it's
like
bad
okay, like
business
I'm making money off of you?
No, they be doing
You're
bad
getting.
The only
Yeah, they
reason
be doing.
It's bad business because of how much money they're making and how little the other person.
Exactly.
Like it's
Like,
not
it-
nowhere near balanced. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just like completely. I'm gonna just
Right.
shit on you.
It's
and
not
you're gonna
looking
get
out for
pennies.
yourself. It's doing bad business. It's an unfair deal. It's taking advantage.
Yeah, you can do bad business and still gain majority of the money.
Right, but
Which I'm know you
what
know
I'm saying,
that,
what
but
my
I'm just
point was, in all systems based off of that type of capitalism.
Not
But in
always.
hip hop,
Not
most of the
all.
artists, like I said, it comes from like it's like
if
struggle.
every
music.
business in America could, because we do. I mean, like here I am. I'm a manager of a company, and there's people that make minimum wage. That's how's that fair?
Right.
And like the disparity in our pay,
It's not, yeah.
it's not. So I'm saying like the aspect of capitalism is fuck somebody as much as you can.
Right,
fuck them.
but stay with that point,
But
though.
I don't agree
Stay-
with capitalism.
But
I
stay,
don't. I
stay
don't.
with that
I don't.
point because to Hunter and I's point, that's bad business because best business in that scenario would be to pay your employers a little bit better so they would work harder for your business. Them necessarily, just because the profit margin might be a lot better for what you're making at the end of the year doesn't necessarily
Well,
mean good
I'm saying,
business.
how can we gauge bad business from business? Like, what? Isn't that just business? Isn't that the
I
business
feel
industry?
like morale amongst
No,
parties.
there's better.
Hey,
There's
I-
better
I
deals.
like that.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that just business
But
though?
there's better deals.
There
And
is, and
but
certain people
that's-
get better
I feel
deals.
like that
The more
comes-
you
I'm
know,
saying,
that comes with
if
the
I have a deal, if
territory.
I'm selling you
This
something,
is what it comes down
or
to.
look, if I'm selling any of y'all something, and I know y'all relationship, I'm not trying to wax y'all. I'm going to sell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all a better deal. Like let me give. I'm not going to try to tax
Now.
it.
Right, but
I'm
but
gonna get
you're
what I
adding,
get 'cause I gotta
right,
get
but
my
you're adding personal things into it.
And
But
if-
to Hunter,
hold on,
It's
no.
morally.
it's got to be the morale of the parties involved.
Right.
That's good.
Right, but the
business.
morale that you have is that you know us. You would fuck somebody you didn't know.
Yeah, that's where I'm.
If you
that's what I
could,
was
you
about to
would.
say.
That's what I'm saying.
real shit. No cap. You're not lying though. Like
That's how it
motherfuckers
is.
are, bro.
Y'all done, if people do it with drugs, selling drugs.
It's
Like
not
that's
fair.
just the
They're
way
not fair
business
with
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That the more you don't know, if you're a consumer and you don't know, the more you're gonna get fucked. It's your job, like Joe be saying, it's your job as a consumer
To know.
Yeah.
Big fact, and that's why I think
If you're
that-
doing
that's
any
why I blame the
negotiation,
artists.
you know this. If
That's
you're in
why I
any
blame the artists for
negotiation,
signing
it's your
them
job to
stupid
know.
deals.
It ain't my job. If we're negotiating a contract or anything, it's your job to know.
But
it ain't my job.
another
It
thing
ain't
is,
my job to teach you.
another thing
you
with
should
that-
know. We're at a table
We
discussing
sit-
business.
brass tacks.
I know what I need to know. You better come with
And
your A game.
With artists, I feel like also that comes a lot to do with their teams. Like, bruh, like nigga, you ain't got no manager, nobody there who's
Yeah,
gonna
it
give you,
does.
Those are
help
the
you get
people
a
that
lawyer.
really
Like,
get stripped down.
yeah, like, bro, you gotta have somebody on
Yeah.
your team that know. You know what I mean? Like,
I would just say,
that's just another-
man, like he said, or one of y'all said, if a label's coming up to y'all with that money and stuff like that, bet on yourself.
yeah.
Because obviously they see worth there.
Yeah.
Bet on yourself. Do not I don't know how it all goes. I don't know the time limit, but investigate. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure, like when a label comes to you with that, nah, I'm gonna get with you. Let me talk to my manager.
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
investigate.
The way I've always looked at it is, if you offer me something low, I'm taking it because you don't really see much there. Like
Right.
the way if I had to put my shoes in of
Right,
an
because
artist,
that's part of it. That's business.
if I'm coming there and you offer me like I don't know what high or low is, but we'll say if you offer me 20,000, in my head that's low. So I'm saying okay, I'm taking that. But if you offer me $5 million, I'm like, well, you see a little something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Let me go investigate a little bit more
Yeah.
because there ain't no reason you should be giving me.
Although also part of business that everybody should. I mean, you should never accept the first offer either.
Fact.
And a
And
motherfucker coming with you 20,000. No, give me 30.
my man was also.
Let me see where you really value
Right.
me at. Let me
That's
give you a number first too, and then we can meet
Niggas got
somewhere
to
in
go
the middle.
through
Yeah,
5
because
million.
no.
Yeah, that's for sure. I would definitely want to come to the table with my terms. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Like, I understand you got your terms, what you want to present, but what I'm willing to take is.
and then that way you got to gauge at where somebody values you.
Would you get a manager?
If I was what in the music
sure.
business?
For sure.
Us.
Oh, us?
Yeah, I think that it would be. I
don't
think
know.
For
that if
sure.
y'all
Why?
built up the
Because
if y'all
I
built
would
up,
always want a professional involved.
I think
That don't
it
necessarily
should
mean
go.
they make our decisions, but I want another.
Right. I want your input.
Yeah, and I want a lawyer.
And I can do my due diligence.
A lawyer, manager, two different things.
They are two different things.
but I want both.
But the manager can help. You.
That's what you're saying.
I don't need both.
Yeah, lawyer.
We're all gonna go up there, and because I might think I know, I might go do my Google searching, but at the end of the day, this dude,
But
he's in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, he's friends with dude.
I was about to say
So-
the only reason I can think of having a manager is connections, and that's the only.
No, that's not true.
No, that's not true. There's a
Like,
lot of stuff that
I would
managers
bet-
do that I don't want to do.
And there's certain stuff. There's certain
Right.
stuff.
Okay, that you don't want to do.
And
Yeah,
and that's true. And there's
Fine.
certain stuff
Fine,
of
yeah.
there's certain stuff about gray areas that people that, like he said, that are in the business just know that that's not on paper. You can't go look it up anywhere. They can't explain it to you.
Right.
That they just know. It's like, trust me, Hunter. Like I know, I've been in the business 20 years. I know.
Alex
I can't
Jones.
explain it to
Alex
you.
Jones, like
Alex
Eddie.
Jones. Like, trust me, I
Right.
know. I'm the same way. Like I
Right.
sometimes like I just at my job I know more
Believe-
than
believe-
I know more than y'all. Like
and
I can't
know
explain.
dude.
Yeah.
Right, I can't explain it to y'all, but it's gonna work out like this because I've done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't explain it, but
And
it's
that
gonna
doesn't
work
necessarily mean we have to take their advice, but I just want that other party that's involved
out. Right.
always in
Yeah.
whatever circumstance.
Yeah, I think management is always a smart thing. You can never go wrong. You know what I mean?
You
Having
can
a
never go
manager.
wrong, but I was thinking managers be getting paid 20%.
Look.
Okay, see now
And you don't know about all that.
that's a whole nother thing.
And I'm really thinking, like, do we need a manager?
Managers make 20%. You say?
Manager, the usual per.
Right,
like,
but again, you got to bet on yourself. So-
I'm not saying. I'm saying I will be betting on ourselves.
No, but betting on yourself would be making the smart, calculated decision of okay, maybe in the beginning stages when I'm new to this industry, dealing with a whole bunch of great white sharks, let me get a manager.
Yeah.
And then once I'm a vet in this game, 4 or 3 years in, and I know what the fuck I'm doing, you don't gotta have a manager.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you want one or not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what most artists do. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
artists-
really don't. You
manage
really
it
won't
all.
know if you're.
Artists,
you really
I think
won't
artists have
know
managers.
anything
though.
regardless until you do it and you fail. Until you do it and you succeed.
Right, but a lot of artists done once they got in the industry and put years in, like all these artists are coming out now like damn, I got fucked on my first contract, like, and they have this awakening, like I won't let that happen again because
Right.
they say you don't know. To your point, you don't know until you're in the industry.
Right.
So I'm saying, like,
I'm saying, would it be that bad if we went in there and we failed a few times, but then we learned
yeah.
ourselves.
yeah,
It could be.
because you're
but
short.
you
It
might
could be
fail
because
one
you're
of the
short. You're
opportunities
short tracking
that-
yourself. Why not learn from other people's mistakes? Isn't that what a wise man does?
Big fact.
Yeah, but you never. I always had a little problem with that quote. Sounds
why?
Too
Because it
philosophical
sounds
for you.
good. Because it sounds good. Because
I mean, you'll still make your own mistakes,
Because you-
but I would rather somebody
No, I'm
say,
saying
"Hey, I made that
exactly.
All right, let me
mistake
go
right
ahead.
there."
I want to skip that hurdle.
Right.
Whatever you tell, I want to
Right,
skip that
guys.
hurdle,
Yeah.
sir.
right, guys. But I'm saying it sounds good.
It does.
And I'm not saying that I haven't.
It does, but haven't we sat here and had conversations like, damn, our parents told us that? a
Yes,
long time
I'm
ago,
definitely-
and I wish
yeah.
I listened.
Yes.
In the moment, we weren't hearing none of that, what they was talking about, but now we told DT,
Which
hey,
is why
man,
you say it sounds good because you don't listen.
And you know why else I would get a manager?
That's exactly.
You know why
right.
else I would get a manager? Because all three of us are very good judges of people up front.
Right. I see what
Meaning
you're
what?
saying.
Like we can,
Intentions and
we're
stuff
very
like that.
good at judging
Okay.
character and intentions.
I
of a
agree,
person.
but I'm saying why?
with
Because
that
at the
talent.
end of the day, if
That
that
kinda
manager
goes-
gets a little shady,
But he's saying with that talent,
That kind of go to my point.
right? With
Why?
that talent,
Why do we need a manager? Isn't
no,
it
no,
one-
no, because
Okay.
I'm
This is three. That's that. I credit ourselves because it's not like just me.
But
Like,
you're-
this is- I'm putting me. I'm
you're,
putting
but you're
cynical stuff, and
arguing
I'm
two
putting.
different things. You're arguing.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
arguing
use no
intent.
adjective.
That's a
Describe
good thing in this part.
I'm arguing
I was
intent and
getting
morale.
his adjective. Don't worry.
I'm arguing intent and morale. You're arguing IQ and knowledge in the business.
But I know our intent. I don't got a
But
question.
that's
that.
not what I'm saying.
So you're only.
I'm arguing intent and morale of the character of the person, right?
Okay.
We don't know that. I mean, that's something that we can judge. We don't know what he knows.
Yes. I'm saying I would be willing to
You're-
bet 20% on
Now,
ourselves.
okay, here. Let me ask
You'd
you
be willing to
this.
what?
Bet on ourselves rather than give 20%.
Let me ask you this though, because there
I
are
wouldn't
different
be able-
kinds
I
of
wouldn't do that.
managers. There are different kinds of managers.
Of course.
Like I had somebody who I interact with who's a digital marketing manager.
There's that, yeah, and
feel
there's
what I'm
and
saying?
there's managers who would want to fuck
So,
you.
like,
And that's what
so-
Shane's point. He was saying that
Yeah,
we would be. a
yeah,
good
but I'm
manager.
saying
So
like,
are you-
that's too in charge.
And
of,
are you more afraid? I'm sorry to
You're
cut you.
good.
Are you more afraid of having a manager that's going to do us wrong and be paying them that 20%, or are you just saying in general you don't want pay? You don't want no other extra hand in the
I don't
pot?
think we would need it.
But see,
But,
that's
okay,
where
here's-
that's where me and you differ at.
and
I
that's
have
what-
respect for people that are in position.
I'm saying, would you
that's
be
what-
would
that's
you be
what my
okay?
question is.
Would you be okay with grooming a manager? Like having a manager come alongside with you. In the perfect world, I know we don't have one, but like say we came in contact with a fourth member that didn't want nothing to do with this, but they're like, hey, I don't know nothing yet, but I can study this and I can like come up with y'all. Would you be okay with paying them 20, like
No.
less, like 15, 10%?
No,
That would.
I need you to know your stuff. That's the whole thing.
Well, that's what I said.
I don't got time for you to come up.
or what if they are?
Otherwise,
I'm
I'm
about
trying
that-
to come up.
That's the only benefit I can see of having a manager.
That's the only-
is that they'll know the ins and outs.
Yeah, if
And
he
those
doesn't
other
know, then why are
connections,
we even
which is
talking?
a
You're
big
just us
hustle.
with the top.
Especially in that business.
and like, okay,
You
like,
just ask for
say-
extra steps.
Say you were to
Literally,
bump
dude.
into like a digital
Get a
marketing
hairpiece.
manager who is going to be able to tell you like, I'll guarantee you guys are going to get X amount of views.
Right.
Well, see, that even stuff like that is different. I wouldn't pay somebody for that.
Why not?
All that is learned stuff that you can. Just that stuff like that, I wouldn't pay somebody to do, unless it was a machine.
Yeah, but it is.
If it
kinda
was
like
a machine, like a court, like if we were to pay a company to do that, that would be different as opposed to paying like one marketing manager that's
yeah,
doing
but the
everything.
manager is getting them to the companies. That's what I'm saying. Because like, okay, basically like,
So you're talking about like a middleman, not somebody that's actually running ads and stuff.
yeah,
Okay, well,
who's
yeah,
helping
that
you
would
get
be
this,
different.
pipe it up, basically.
Yeah, that would be different. But
just knows how
to
to pipe
Hunter's
shit
point
up
with
on
that,
it, you know
that's
what I
stuff
mean?
like that I can figure out how to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can find
Yeah,
the corporations.
But the thing is, the only reason why I think that we wouldn't need a manager, and I'm like wouldn't be opposed. Like we had that conversation, we got big enough to get a manager and shit. I wouldn't be like like I wouldn't. But I feel like we all see things very. It's the running.
You
joke.
know what else it is for me too?
That, the
Every
only thing
other
is,
person that I know that is big with a podcast has a manager. So I don't understand why we would be different. I know you hold yourself in high regard, but I'm just thinking of the Joe Buttons, the Joe Rogan, like all those guys have managers.
yes,
But
but they didn't. I don't think they
And-
started out with managers.
But they do right now.
But don't they have
So at
booking?
some
But
point
don't they
they're-
have like booking managers and stuff like that?
But that's kind of to his point. That's some of the stuff he's talking about.
Ian's Joe's manager. He was like his rapping. Like he was his manager way before the podcast. So that I guess it counts. But I don't know if Joe Rogan does he have a manager.
I don't know, but if he does, I think it's like a booking
he got
manager.
2,000 some podcasts. He gotta have a
Yeah.
manager.
But it's like a booking manager to book his shows
probably
and
does.
stuff. I don't know.
Okay,
if-
okay.
Yeah, he's probably,
yeah.
he's probably like a comedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Right.
think it's like his booking manager for.
I
I
would
don't know.
definitely have a manager. Like I intend on getting managers. You feel me? I want managers. I don't want to have to deal with all the stuff.
Right.
That's
I'm saying the only
I just want
the
to do
only
art.
reason
Bruh,
there's,
that's it.
there's
You
two
feel
key
me?
reasons to where if you told me like Hunter I don't want to do that I would forfeit automatically because one would be they have the ins and outs. There's no end like no we would have to go in, we'd have to fail, we'd have to learn shit on our own, get duped.
Yep.
We'd have to get duped and then we'd have to come back. So boom. And the other one would be if we don't want to do it. If we just don't want to have time to do that, if we just don't simply
Yeah,
want to do the
that's
tedious
where-
things. If
that's
we
what
would
comes
rather
down
just
to
pay the
me.
20% off, and I know that's how you are. Just I'd rather pay and you do it. Like
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
the only reason why I said that we couldn't is because we all think the same, but we all think very different. You're more what's the word?
But y'all
Naive.
good at getting to the middle
No,
ground.
not
with
naive.
that,
He
though.
thinks positive about
Yeah,
most
optimistic.
situations. He's optimistic. He's more pessimistic. I get made. I'm usually trying to figure out both sides. I'm usually in the middle because I'm trying to figure
Mediator.
out the both. I see that view. I see that view. So bringing all three of them perspectives, but all have the same mindset, is not something that a lot of people have.
Yeah, fact.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Because even our arguments now, I bet it's funny to people. Like I'd be thinking, even like 7 on stuff. I can see why that'd be so funny. Like even if someone looking in on our arguments, how y'all two are always almost opposite. I'd always be like,
I'd be weak
yeah,
at y'all.
I,
I'd be weak at y'all.
yeah, and I always, and I'm just so like, I just always be like, yeah. I mean, it depends what day, but I could agree with Stefan one day.
Right.
Next day I could agree with Shane. And I can argue
Yeah.
either point, whatever one. I really don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
But
to-
then motherfuckers be like,
right,
no, this is it. This is it.
Well, in that case, the importance of having a manager would be that if I'm real pessimistic, Shane's real optimistic, them are extreme ends of the spectrum, and then you're neutral. How are we coming to terms to stuff without somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about?
How we come to terms with things
Yeah,
now?
if we're all over the place.
If he's that way, you're in the middle, and I'm in that way. If y'all choose to do what Shane says, I'm out. Like if we're going off of, and none of us know what the fuck we be talking about because we're not in the
somebody
industry.
who's not biased.
So we
at all,
arguing
just
about
come in
something,
Right.
and then we don't have somebody that knows what they're talking about saying, no, we're going with Shane's way. Like what
Yeah.
he's saying is correct, Stefan. Like period. Been there, done that. If like I'm thinking like the negative way all the time, and then like you're on his side and you be like, no, this is the way we need to go. How am I going to be able to
come to grips with
come
that
to grips and
decision.
move my pride to the side with that decision if I feel a certain way about something?
without having
without a manager.
without having somebody here like y'all arguing, but look, I'm about to show you right now. This
Right.
is what it is. That would be the only benefit of having a manager to me.
Right, like I've been here, done that. You ain't the
And
only.
you're wrong.
Right, you ain't the only. You ain't the only one that's been like that before.
Right.
That's true because we would definitely need someone to tell Stephen that he's wrong.
If you was so we talked about you signing to a major label, but if you were to sign to like one of the independent
Go ahead.
independent labels like the Quality Control, TDE, Dreamville, OVO, who would you sign to?
Now, as far as that goes, I'm really trying to stay independent as far as that goes. But
Okay.
if I was, I'd like probably, man, I hate to say it, but probably QC, bro. Just because they just got it in the headlock right now, like
Machine.
the machine. Why would I go against the machine? You know what I mean? Why not get in the machine and really pipe up? But I really don't intend on signing to no kind of minor labels like MMG or nothing like that. Like, not
Would
offensive none
you
of them,
start
but-
try to start one of your own? Like,
yeah, like I'm already intending
um,
on doing that. Gangrene.
Griselda.
Gangrene
Started-
is what I'm working with.
Why Harry Green?
Yeah. that's a
Well,
good
it would be
question.
Harry Green Entertainments.
Gangrene Entertainment.
Gangrene.
GGENT.
Gangrene. That's hard.
Yeah, but
Gangrene's hard.
Harry Green, bro. I got that name a couple years ago, bro. One of my big homies. I don't even fuck with him like that no more, man. He gave me that name, bro. I was riding with him, and he had like 3 or 4 phones. You know how niggas be.
Right.
But he dropped one and couldn't find it and shit, and he had me call it. And I called it, and I didn't have the number. Like, that wasn't the number I called to get a hold of him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I called it off my phone, and it just popped up on his phone. And it was an iPhone that said, could be Harry Green. Like,
Right? There's some bullshit, right?
what? And he
Right.
was like, oh, yeah, that's your
I
name.
love stories like
Maybe
this. I
Harry
swear to God.
Green.
Right. It said,
Hey, that's
could
hard,
be
though.
Harry Green. And then we were just both looking at each other like, Harry Green.
You gotta make a song about
Right.
that.
So,
And that's why.
yeah, and then he just
Hey,
called me
I
ever
really
since
love
then.
that.
that's
crazy.
that's me and Biggs. Like that's why all of our shit.
What was the one? Big Tuna.
Big Ten? I like you're right on The Office, but Biggs. His name, my phone is Marcus.
Marcus?
Well, it's really bailout Marcus Gill Dotson. But yeah, bailout is for because he be getting the most bailouts in 2K. So I put that in his name. Bailout Marcus. Marcus is because this random girl texted Biggs one time and was texting his phone and thought it was somebody else. And Biggs was playing along, being Biggs, and he said his name was Marcus. So ever since then, I was like, you're
All right,
Marcus.
Marcus.
Right, okay. Bailout Marcus Gill. He's like Gill. You know how Gill never be wrong. He's too cool.
Big fact.
That's him. And then Dotson is all Biggs don't leave his house like Deontay Dotson.
Y'all are wild.
That's a hell of a name, bro. And it
You know
fits.
what?
Leave his house.
Oh, Big ain't going nowhere,
Big
bro.
don't.
De-
Like
Deont-
Deontay.
Oh, Deontay.
They both homebodies.
I thought you was
Yeah.
talking about the New York Knicks player.
Yeah, Big, man. He's funny, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen a dude though at the gas station who he didn't even know I made music or nothing. Like, he just know me from fucking with my nigga. And he was like, what's up, Harry? And I was just weak as fuck, like, you don't even know, like, I'm
Right.
making music.
That's my
Everybody,
name.
yeah, like,
That's hard.
Man, that is
That's
funny.
hard.
That is hard.
easily.
No, that's. Oh, I was like, what?
Time to pray.
Is that alarm?
Mm-hmm.
That's clean.
Oh, you said time to pray.
Time to pray.
Facts. So
At the buzzer.
Yes, sir, at the buzzer.
That was at the buzzer. We might as well wrap up.
Yeah.
At the
Hey,
buzzer.
Harry Green got to get out of here and pray.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me.
It was a good
Yeah.
episode, man. That's one of
Well,
our
shout out-
better
talk about
guests.
music
One
in
of
a
our
minute.
better guest episodes.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out your shit real quick. Don't be too long like somebody we know.
Yeah. Harry Green, go tune in to the Syllabus. And it's really easy
What-
as that. I ain't got
And what else? Next project. You just said you done with the next one?
Oh, yeah, Harry Tales on the way, dropping in the fall.
Harry Tales.
Harry
Harry
Tales.
Tales.
Go stream
Nice.
that. Matter of fact, go buy that.
I
If
know,
you're
I
a
be
fan-
fucking with the name. It's Harry
Yes, sir.
Tales.
Harry
Hold on,
Tales.
I'm about to set it off.
Yeah, man, make sure y'all stream my shit. All I ask that y'all
Facts.
give it a listen. That's
Facts.
it.
And you don't care about what the fuck they gotta say.
Nah, if you don't like it, delete it.
But you don't want to hear it. They better not slide in your inbox.
I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Shit, I just want y'all to listen to it. That's all that I'm asking. Give it a listen. You don't like it, delete it.
Well,
Yeah, we can. Hey, you can put the song. You can put the song. You can put the song in the
I
outro.
got you. I got you.
We'll have the song in the
I'll
outro.
buy every trip.
Yeah.
Fact.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Oh.
clean.
Cool.
This is episode 34. Shaq's
Paul Pierce.
number.
Paul Pierce.
The great Shaquille O'Neal.
34. That's what y'all was.
Yeah, the great Shaquille O'Neal. This is 007. Harry Green in the building.
Fact.
We got Joe, and I'm Troublesome. This is episode 34 of the Noahidols. As I like to say, peace, love, and all the above. We're out.
Can't believe I was feeling some way. Truth be told, yeah, I'm piped up today. Whoa, I'm so stuck in my ways. Yeah, and ain't shit they can say. Yeah, both my daughters get paid. Whoa, and I'm stuck in my ways. Yeah, and ain't shit they can say. Yeah, I'm piped up today, and my daughters get paid. Yeah, and I'm stuck
Riding
in
from the
my
O
ways.
to the A, smoking the O to the face. Had to put brothers in grace.